Hey, good afternoon. And I see Adidas 20 already here. He said, "What's up, Hey, what's up,
Hi,
Adidas?"
Adidas.
Yeah, so
Hey,
good
Adidas, how you
afternoon,
doing, man?
everybody. We got the unlimited truth here. We got, we're gonna have a great show as always. Today's show gonna be a little more freeform than usual, but we're still gonna have a great show. And we got our brother Tuck Master. Tuck, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy DJ Tuckmaster 785, the original Pony Killer. I can't stand ponies, and I know they can't stand me. So let's just get this show to rolling.
Excellent stuff. And we also got the first lady of chat, Daya 4568. Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Dia4568. Just as Unlimited said, I am the first lady of chat and Xbox, as they call me. And I'm really glad to be here with not just our team, but also the chat. Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. And chat, get fired up, guys. I'd love to hear from you tonight as well. But
Yep.
yeah, let's start with this. Yesterday, Xbox had a really good show, a developer I'm partnership show, right?
Hmm.
Tuck, were you able to see the partnership show?
Oh, yeah. I was
Okay,
there to
great.
see part of it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So they showed 15 games, five of them coming to Game Pass. As usual, we had some new reveal games shown for the first time, some gameplay, some games with release dates. I don't know how they're doing it day and tuck, but Xbox right now, the level of which we're getting content constantly is it really is just I feel like Xbox is not being appreciated for what they're giving to us gamers. You know what I'm
They're not.
saying? So I'm gonna start with you, Tuck, man. Tuck, what were your thoughts on that showcase? And hey, Coco Fiend, man, what's up, homie? But
Well,
yeah,
man,
Tuck,
well,
go
for
ahead.
number one, man, on the show, man, they show brand new games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's all you can say. They show brand new games. It wasn't like that damn State of K bull crap, where they didn't show nothing. They didn't show nothing at that doggone at that state of play. So my thing is, like you said, people don't appreciate what they got
Yeah.
because Microsoft and Xbox and the Game Pass is just great. I mean, you can't not deny it. You can't duplicate it. There's nothing else I can really talk about it besides just being positive about the Xbox. Period. I mean, and then next month, just imagine, man, you're gonna be able to play every single one of your games on the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That is like wow.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm like every single game. So games that you already have on the cloud, you're gonna be able to play. I mean, and hey, look at this. Call of Duty, man, please. I mean, you got Call of Duty coming up, but next Friday.
Yes. Yep.
You can't help but love that. The ponies still gotta buy it. They ain't liking that. So what they gonna do? You're either gonna do one or two things. And what is the beautiful thing of the Game Pass? You can play everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can play everywhere. You don't have to just buy an Xbox. You can put the damn thing on your PC, your tablet, your phone. You can put the doggone thing on your Fire Stick. I mean, and Samsung TVs.
Yep.
So this thing about when people bitch about the console war, there is no console war as far as I'm concerned. Because right now, Microsoft is hitting it on all strides. You can't beat it, so you got to love it. And everybody want to talk about, well, they don't have no games. So what games are you talking about? They don't have. They might have not have games that you might not like because of the brand that you choose.
Mm-hmm. And to
But
that, Tuck,
Microsoft got games,
yeah,
and they
and
got a
Tuck,
lot of them.
hey, and Tuck, let me add to that real quick, man. To me, if you're especially if you're subscribed to Game Pass and you have nothing to play on Xbox, that's a you problem. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you ain't
saying?
never
I,
lying.
I just find it hard to believe that Game
Hmm.
Pass has approximately 500 games and you're struggling to find something. You know what I'm saying? But continue.
Yeah, like you said. I mean, other words, You can't hand me that crap now. I mean, and it always has been that way. Microsoft has always had pushed the envelope of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, like I said, like we always have said, they're trying to save gaming. Nintendo and Sony is not trying to do a damn thing for gaming. Not a damn thing. And yes, then I'm including them too. Sony, Nintendo too. Because all you do is just play the same old on their system. Now you see where they're trying to sue with the people at Power World. People, I mean, I think the Power people said bring it. Because they know they got something different. And Nintendo do not want to turn around and evolve their stuff. That's for a known fact. They don't want to involve Pokemon. They want to keep Pokemon the same.
Yeah.
Same as Sony. They want to do the same damn thing. Now you hear about this collection that they're supposed to be doing with their God of War collection, bringing the old classics back. But how much they gonna charge people? Because that, to me, if you're gonna turn around and do all the old classics for Sony people, that should be a free asset. But you know they're gonna. But that's what I'm hearing. What they're gonna do. Now, whether they do or not, I don't know. But let's just be honest. When it comes down to it, all they plan is remakes, remastered, and that is it. That is it. I mean, you know, you hear the thing about Concord, they're gonna try to put on as a live service. It's not. Hey, they should have done that from the get-go. That game been outsourced for so long. Nobody's not gonna play that game no more. So what is Sony trying to do? They trying to do market microtransactions. Just try to get the money that they can out of that game. That's if they do it. Let's just be real, y'all. I mean, enough is enough. I mean, Sony is not doing what they need to do for their people, and they're not. But like I said, if the Sony people want to go ahead and take it, let them take it. If they want to take it like that, that's their business. And that's all I got to say about that for right now.
Good stuff there, Tuck. Good stuff, man. And yeah. Look, so and then here's the thing. Today apparently Sony's putting Spider-Man 2 on PC coming soon, right?
Oh,
so yeah. So to that I just say, Sony, rip the Band-Aid off, just put it day one on PC. You know, like who you at this point, they're not fooling anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're not fooling anybody by, I mean, we're not going to put our games day one now, and then 12 months later, you know, the games are on PC. So just rip the Band-Aid off. You listen, you already got the important part out of the way, Sony. You already put a bunch of games on PC.
Yeah.
The PlayStation fans, you know, if they're going to be upset, so what? It's not like they bought the games anyway. That you guys, you know what I'm saying? That Sony had to do something that we were told that I don't know if you're around for this, Daya, but I remember specifically being told that Sony would never, with all the confidence in the world and the bold and all caps text, would never put their games on PC. And then here we are, they're playing catch up to Xbox strategy.
Yep, exactly.
You know, and again, I don't blame them.
I actually don't think it's a bad thing that they're doing.
No, it's not. For like when Xbox first did it and people lost their mind for 5 minutes. And this is why I never and Devil Shoot, I'm responding to you in a second. But this is why. And what's up, Shizdo? What's up, Shizdo? Said what's up, Belinda? What's up, Shizdo? Sorry you can't stay for the whole show. But that's perfectly fine, man.
No, yeah,
He'll listen to it later. He'll listen to it. It's all good, and he'll probably leave a comment. But like I was saying. I remember when Quantum Break Day was put simultaneously on PC and Xbox,
right?
And I remember because it came out in April 2016, and my birthday's in April, so I bought that game as a birthday present, basically. And you know what happened? You know what happened, Daya? I played Quantum Break, enjoyed it, and was like, oh, a game on PC has literally zero impact on my enjoyment, my thoughts, my feelings, or anything of a game. You know, so ever since then. It was and it wasn't even a big deal to me before, but it was really nothing to me after enjoying Quantum Break, right? And this is the same thing with PC guys. I promise you, if you spend your $70 on Spider-Man 2, nobody gives a shit that it's on PC. Not nobody's like, oh, only Devil Shooter. You're one of the few people that's going to be like, well, I mean, it's waste of. No, it's not a waste of money. And because first of all, it's not a waste of money because it's an optional purchase. You know what I'm saying? It's not, guys, exclusives in video games. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Devil Shooter. This is what I want you to understand, my friend. And I get it. And yeah, and look, now that I got a capable PC that could play games and the 4070 Ti Super and all that cool stuff, I get the novelty of PC gaming, but I'm still a console dude at heart, right? And no, Game Pass isn't trash, but no, Sony's not doing an amazing job selling PCs, because every time a game comes out on PC, all the PC dudes do is shit on Sony fans because they overreact to it. Yeah, Devil Shooter. They don't be like, oh man, I'm upgraded to the 4090 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't say nothing like that. I'm upgraded to the 4090 because guys, the 4090 is like $2,000. It's expensive. It's an expensive graphic card, right?
And it's already considered outdated. They wait on the 50 series already.
Exactly, Dea. And so I promise you, Devil Shooter, PC guys they're not just like, oh man, I got to get my PC to play Spider-Man. That's not happening. It's really not happening in any large margin. Like the PC people, especially the hardcore PC guys, Dea. Now that I'm kind of interacting with them a bit more, they've been on PC for years.
A long time, like myself.
A very long time, right? And so again, guys, and I've said this before. My best friend's a PC gamer. All right, so I know firsthand of how PC gamers tend to think, right?
Right.
And not once has my friend said, "Yo, guess what, man? I just picked up God of War on my PC."
Yeah.
Man, I gotta be rude. Half the time, I gotta inform them, like, "Yo, hey, did you see this game coming to PC?" Like, "Oh shit, for real?" They be on Game Pass. Like the PC people I know be using Game Pass PC.
Yes, they do
more than the Sony games. But so Devil Shooter, while PC Gamer is cool, and I'm glad that you're enjoying PCs. I don't think it's nearly as bad as you make it seem. And what's up, Mike Johnson?
Hey,
what's up,
Mike
man?
Johnson.
Yeah, it's been a minute, Mike. Sega Man, what's up?
What's happening, everybody? What's happening?
Sega Man.
Nothing but Sega Man.
Up, brother, Sega Man?
Are you working right now? Are you working right now?
Yeah, but I'm chill for a bit. I'm gonna chill for a bit with y'all. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. Because I was gonna let Dea speak next.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so Dea, you saw the Xbox partner preview show. You're probably like me and thought it was a great show. Let me get your thoughts on it, Dea.
Okay, whoa, that was a lot that's been covered. I'll say with excuse me, with the Xbox partner preview, Xbox is shown so much growth that I can't help but be proud of what they've done. Mm-hmm. This was a partner preview. You got to understand, they do not control the content that's being made. They do not, they're not making these games. These are just their partners. Okay, games that they've agreed to put on the platform. So it's going to at least show up on the Xbox platform. And oh my gosh, it helps to, for them to push, because I put it this way. Xbox has the philosophy that I always wish that Sony had, that they want their partners to do just as well as they are. They do. They don't want their partners to go out of business or to disappear as publishers or developers. They know that the bigger companies have more responsibility to help pull along the smaller ones. And so when you look at the list, the lineup of games here, some of them you may have heard of, like Remedy showed up big in the partner preview. I absolutely big. Old School showed up. Annapurna. Annapurna has always supported Game Pass and Xbox. Always. And so it was great to see another Annapurna game on there, because I'm a huge fan of theirs, because they think outside the box and they always support Game Pass. And they're smaller, so, it helps them too, but I'm just glad that they supported it. As a person who bought this game in 2020, glad to see that the console gamer can get it. That's Phasmophobia. Yeah. Great game if you love like the ghost hunting genre, and it's perfect for this time of year. Great game, great developer. And that was developed by one person.
Oh, wow. It's one of those games.
One person. However, when Phasmophobia caught on, he hired a couple of more people. So it's a very small game, but well done. So if anybody's into with horror, definitely try Phasmophobia. Then oh man, the one that really caught me was Wu Chain Fallen Feathers. Oh my gosh, that game looks beautiful.
Yeah, that caught me too.
That game looks fantastic. It was a lot of great standouts to me, even though I would say the majority are not games that I normally play, but I respect and love a lot of different types of games, even if I don't play them. And it like the little indie game that had me laughing was an Animal Whale, talking about so many shadows and this shadow on top of that shadow.
Yeah, that had me cracking up too, Dan.
Yeah, that
really
was a
good marketing. I thought it was a great way to make that little game stand out, and it's a great game. Although some people might put poo to it, if you are a person who plays on Steam Deck or you play on the ROG Ally, or this is a great game for that. It reminds me of how Vampire Survivors kind of caught me off guard. And
that's right.
It's a small little game, but it was so addictive and fun. So you never know. Animal Whale might be that next big one. So don't poo-poo it just yet. And so I saw, I could go through a lot of different games, but I'm just highlighting how good this show was. And I'm very, very proud of how far Xbox has come, because I couldn't imagine how much better it could have been. I mean, you got to understand, again, with partners, you're talking about indies all the way up to AA, and I think they had something for everybody. And I'll tell you, a game that really stood out to me was Mouse PI for Hire. I really liked that game. It's so beautiful to look at. It reminds me of Steamboat Willie.
I love that classic animation style.
Yeah, that's what that reminds. And I was like, wait a minute, is this a Disney IP or something? Because that's what I thought it was. My grandmother used to love Disney, and she used to have like some of the old, like she bought like a lot of Disney stuff a long time ago, and I would watch, and I would even see some Steamboat Willie stuff.
Yeah. And
I don't know where she was a huge fan of Disney and stuff. And I thought that's what that was. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a game. And I'm like, what? It's a first person shooter. I was really impressed. So it's very, very well done. And so I'm pretty proud of this show. It's come a long ways from when they first started. And Tina Meany needs a standing ovation, because this woman is performing miracles. I'm telling you, she's doing miracles. And of the different games, I'm just glad that they're getting the recognition. I know that the developers of Wu Chain, actually they was moved by how Microsoft was taking care of them. They put their show front and center on Times Square, not a cheap place.
That's right. That's right.
Okay,
they did.
It cost a lot to put advertisement at Times Square, and that is where they put a game as small as that, because it's not a well-known development company, probably up and coming, but to get that type of first-class service for a team that's unknown and just come out with a new game, probably they first, if it wasn't like something smaller, to be treated like first class like that. That's impressive, and they seem moved to tears, really, the way they thank the Xbox and stuff. And this is what I would love to see Sony do, or even Nintendo. You are a big monster of publishers. Why do you not help the smaller developers more? Why do you not help put back into the gaming community? It's too bad that it's only Microsoft doing it, only Xbox doing it. I wish more did that, but I gotta say that I'm grateful that Xbox is doing it, and I look forward to see the more that they're doing. And I'm really glad to see too that Xbox and Remedy seem to, whatever issues they had in the past that I heard about, that's gone, because they put a lot of games out there. So I'm very, very proud of this showcase, really.
Yeah. Oh man, it's it really was. It's kind of funny, Daya. Dang, Zink, I gotta hit you up. I gotta hit you up early so you could join again, man. Because we miss you too, Zink. But glad you stopped by.
G.
Hey, what's up, Shane?
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get you on about that. Okay.
What's that?
I'm gonna get on you about that.
What?
Okay. What? You mentioned Sony and them, man.
I wish
they can do that. you wishing and praying for something that they're not gonna do.
I know they're not. And that's the bad part,
So don't even mention their name when it comes down to that.
the last time they pretended to care about the smaller devs, indies, They threw them away as soon as their first party game started
I
coming out.
heard.
And
Yeah.
That's
I'll
all
never
they
forget,
did.
and I could pull the article right now if I want, but I'll never forget that as soon as their first party games came out, the articles start coming out from Indie Devs about how Sony straight up abandoned them.
Mhm.
And what's up, Goggle Poe? We said happy Friday.
Oh, Google Poll, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I play like this, y'all. You look at all the games that Sony came out in the past.
Mhm.
All the games they didn't came out, they have Cellcom, Flock. I mean, the first one was good, but
Mhm.
after that, it didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Killzone didn't go nowhere.
Right.
What's the other games?
Oh, the one Sega Man like Resistance.
Right, it didn't go nowhere. I mean, the first one did good, but after that, they gave up on it.
They should have stuck it out and worked it out, you know.
And they never did. They never did because Sony is they're just a one-hit wonder, as I say. And I guarantee you right now, if this Wolverine do not work, they're gonna trash it too.
I think Wolverine will because of the
yeah.
name, you know.
Wolverine's gonna. You know what? Wolverine's gonna do whatever Spider-Man does. Less than
Yeah.
they're gonna do less than Spider-Man and gonna go to PC a year later. That's
I
Wolverine's
agree with
future.
that.
I agree.
with that.
Whatever Spider-Man sales are, might subtract 20% from that, and then it's gonna be on PC a year later. That's Wolverine summed up for you basically. But Sega Man, you there?
Sega Man.
Well, he's working.
I'm here, brother. I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it
what's up?
goes. Okay.
Yeah, so Sega Man, you know, I was gonna steal your catchphrase to title this show about how we eat good.
Do it, brother. Because we are.
Because did you see the preview program? Well, you could see it on screen.
Yes, I actually.
So Xbox, yeah. So Xbox showed 15 games, 5 coming to the Game Pass day one. All of them are unique and different and creative.
Yep.
I want to get your thoughts on that show because me, Daya, and Tuck, we thought it was a home run.
Yep.
Well, let me tell you this. Before I say that, brother Unlimited, I would like to again thank my brother Tuckmaster because he gifted me RoboCop.
Oh, that's
you're gonna love that game.
Yeah.
You know what, Daya? I'm at the end. I already beat it. I'm at the end.
Wow.
That's what.
So
to hear.
I want to thank Brother Tuck, man. Brother Tuck, thank you again so much, brother, for gifting me RoboCop, man. I really appreciate that, brother. You know I'm gonna get you around Christmas because he hooked me up. So I'm gonna hook Brother Tuck up with a game around Christmas time for hooking his boy up for RoboCop, man.
No problem at all, man. No problem at all, man.
Yep.
So
thank you so much.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it's good. It reminds me of, man, it took me back, Tuck. I'm glad you did that because that was my era, you know, the early 80s. Dan knows what I'm talking about. Took me way back. It reminds me of the movie. Yep. Everything about the movie. It is awesome, Tuck. And I'm also buy it physical. I'm gonna buy it physical, but Tuck, he gave it to me digitally. He gifted it to me digitally so I could play it now. But I'm buying that physical. Okay, anyways, you know.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward to the show. I did come home last night, Brother Unlimited and First Lady of Xbox and Tuck, and I did watch the show. Now, what I seen that I like was the new looked pretty interesting, called the new Subnautica 2 Part 2.
That's very good.
Yeah, that looks real good.
That looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. But there was a game, you might know what it is, Unlimited. It looked like I can't remember the name of it, but it was real sci-fi shooter and looked kind of like a BioShock game. This dude had this helmet on his head.
That Chronos, the New Dawn.
Yeah, that looked very good. Yeah.
Is that where he looked like a BioShock dude?
Yeah.
He had like a big
dome on his head, like a dome. That's Chronos, the New Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, First Lady of X, that looked really good because I'm into sci-fi shooters. Awesome. And different things like that, and it reminded me of kind of like a BioShock and kind of like a Dead Space kind of.
It did.
You know what I mean?
It had Dead Space vibes in it too. Yeah, it's true.
That looked good. What was the other one? There was another one that looked at. There was another one. It was the Subnautica that looked good. There was the one you just told me about. There was another game too. It looked like some kind of like shooter. Like they all looked like they were like in like a neon room or some shit.
Oh yeah. Blind Fire, yeah.
Yeah, that looks like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's futuristic type.
I was calling it laser tag when I did the live reaction.
Was you calling it laser tag? Yeah,
it looked like laser tag to me.
that kind of looked good, Unlimited. And I'm gonna tell you what I like about what Xbox is doing that they didn't do in the past is when they do a show, it doesn't matter what it is. When they do a show, Unlimited, First Lady of X and Tuck, they get right into the games. That's it. They go right into the games, show you everything, and then it's over. That's the way it should be. And that is awesome. That is awesome. So, yes, to me, Unlimited, that was a home run. I was very excited to see a lot of the games that they're bringing out, the ones that are coming to Game Pass. And I've been having a lot of fun, Unlimited, with Game Pass. I've been playing the game Tuck gave me, and I also been playing Mafia. Been playing Mafia on Game Pass. So yeah, man, I'm excited, Unlimited. I think they're hitting it out the park. I don't care anymore, Unlimited, about what anybody says. You can keep saying PlayStation 5 is number one, and you can keep saying this is number one over there, and that's number one. I know it's number one. Xbox is number one because it's the only one for me. You know what I mean? Game Pass is just knocking it out of the park, man. We got some great games coming. Indiana Jones, Stalker. We got all these great games coming.
Did you hear that Stalker is being rumored to be, for some people, their game of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, Stalker 2?
Yeah, Stalker 2.
Yeah. I mean, it looks excellent.
Yeah. And
I always knew they were good because I told you guys long before this happened. I told you I owned the 3 games on PC.
Yeah, right.
But you guys can play it now. So again, I always push. Support the older games. It helps those developers too.
I bought those. First Lady of X. I bought all the old Stalkers. I bought them.
So the story, you'll have the whole story, and leading up to. I don't know what Stalker 2 is and how it connects, but you'll have the whole story.
Yeah, and, the gameplay they be showing, man, it looks so atmospheric, and it looks like the gunplay is excellent.
Very
well.
With the guns, I could say that. Yeah.
You know what, guys? I'll tell you one thing, Unlimited. Now we'll probably talk about it, but I was really like knocked off my horse when I seen the change of Halo's going to be with Unreal Engine 5. Yeah,
that's right.
Those scenes I seen blew me away. Those scenes they were showing.
Can we cover that after we talk about this? So that way we can all
sure.
I definitely want to respond to that too.
Yeah, because I'll just say real quick, Unlimited.
We'll put a pin in that and get back to it. Matter of fact, let me pull out that article while we're
okay.
But on top of that, though, Unlimited, I thought the show was great. They showed some great games, and I'm excited. I mean, I'm just totally excited. I think we're going to have a really fruitful Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have some great, exciting games to play over Christmas vacation or whatever holidays. Yeah, we're just really eating good over here. Like I always say, we are eating good over here, man.
Yep.
And it's phenomenal what Xbox is doing when it comes to gaming. They're real serious about this, man.
I got look, listen, I see a lot of videos on YouTube because for some reason YouTube thinks I want to see literally everything Xbox, and for some reason, Sega man, I'll never understand how and this is how I know these YouTubers don't play on Xbox, because they keep saying the same thing. I don't know what Xbox is doing. I'm tired of waiting and this and that.
What are they waiting for?
Yeah, exactly, Dan. And I'm just like, there's no way in hell you play on Xbox if you feel this way, because look at all we've been getting lately.
Yeah,
all we've been getting. But this year alone, we get the January developer direct. We get the June showcase. They were at Gamescom. They were at Tokyo's Game Show. And then in October, we get a great a partner preview that showed off 15 games. So
yes,
you do get an early of the year partner preview. We had one this year.
Okay, that's right. See, they have so many shows. I even forgot. I forgot about that, Daya.
Yep.
So Sega Man, just to pick back off what you're saying, man. It's just that we're eating so good that I think people are now spoiled, or people who don't see it. They just don't see that over here. We got a full fork Chris Mill. You know what I'm saying? At a 5-star restaurant.
Exactly.
Hey, Unlimited, this ain't no joke, man. But over on the PlayStation side, they're starving like Marvin over there, bro. They don't have nothing over there, man. They just don't. It's a shame I have to say that, but it's true. I mean, they don't have
It's
nothing.
weird. It's weird. When they get stuff, they don't buy it either.
Nope.
So
they don't.
Yeah.
Can we address some of the chat a little bit?
Yeah.
Far behind on that.
Yeah. Thank you. But real quick, Anaje Rachel, thank you for joining. My first time seeing you. So ask what happened to the collection videos. Oh, they still around. I got a whole playlist that shows them. I do my, I do that real big long one at the end of the year in December. To wrap up the year. That's just a tradition I do with the channel. So don't worry, Rachel, Anaje, they're here. Day Reezy, what's up, Day?
Hey, Day.
He said, what up to y'all? Distinctive One, the homie Distinctive One.
Hi, D1.
He said, greetings to the panel, chat room, and Zinc. Hope all is well with you and your families. Greeting to you, Miss Daya, and always keep Zinc in check. Respectfully.
Zink's been running away, the coward. He better get back in here.
No. Gogo Post said the Remedy stuff, Alan Wake 2 DLC, FBS team shooter look cool. Tied to Control. Yeah, I noticed that immediately. I thought it was going to be Control 2.
They put in a whole universe with that, right?
Yep. Everything, because even in Alan Wake, the DLC is connected to Control.
Wow.
Well,
that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Well, you're on Unlimited. They try to knock. A lot of people knock that game, but I thought Control was pretty decent. But a lot of people didn't like that game.
Yeah, I had a good time with it. I play. I got a full playlist where I beat the game on my channel. If you're interested.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I got Medium Control. I think I got Alan Wake 2. Obviously, I got the old Alan Wakes too. So I got everything. I don't know about that game though. That new one. I think that's is that like a extraction shooter or something? What is that?
It's some type of team-based shooter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But and Goggle posted also Bluebird team game look awesome. Yeah. Chronos the New Dawn did. And by the way, let's give our respect to Bluebird team. They released that Silent Hill game recently.
Hill 2 is man. I saw so many people on my timeline playing. They got it hit. Congratulations to Bluebird.
Yeah, they did the Medium back in 2021.
Yes, I got
it. They released. I think they did. What's it called? Laser Fair 2. I think in 2022. So Bluebird team, man, they on the Sobo stuff right now. Where somehow this small team, or they must have grown. They must have grown because they releasing too many games too fast.
I agree. I think they expanded.
It's kind of like you remember you get a Plague's Tale 1, then the Sobel team works on Flight Simulator, then the Plague's Tale 2. It's like, how are they doing this? I thought you guys had 30 devs in France.
And now they're coming out with the next Flight Sim, which is a
whole that's right, and that comes out next month. My goodness.
Yes.
That Flight Sim's taken off, right?
Yeah,
it is. It is.
I mean, it's an iconic IP that was out decades ago.
It was,
yeah. So they got but that's Xbox for you. That's Xbox for you. But Sega man, you got anything else you wanted to add about the preview?
Well, I know a lot of people from what I'm hearing out there in the gaming streets. There were people that were even excited now that the new Xboxes came out, like the 2 terabyte, the you know what I mean? The Series X with digital. There's people talking about that. Yeah. That's cool. They're talking positive about it. There's people that are happy about it. They like the all digital Series X.
That's a beautiful console.
It does look good in white.
Yeah.
But that other one, I wish I could, afford it, but I would like to have that 2 terabyte Series X, the Galaxy one. But man, that thing, that thing is, it looks cool. It's cool looking. Yeah. There'll be people getting it though. It.
I tell you what,
they said it's selling out too good now.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
They say all them systems are selling real good.
Good.
Yeah. I personally like the Call of Duty set with the controllers. That it looks so good.
Yeah, I was going to ask Tuck if he's getting the controllers. I am.
Are you getting them?
I want to get the Elite controller.
Oh yeah, I'm getting them, but I won't get them right now though. I'm
gonna get them eventually, but not at this moment. But yeah, they look phenomenal.
The skin, that's under pre-order, right? So don't
you have that wrap? I already got the wrap already.
Did you?
Pre-order it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Nice.
can't get it. I'm
Nice.
thinking about pre-ordering that myself. I'm not gonna lie.
I already got the Starfield wrap. I mean, so
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, if a Gears one comes out, you know your boy Sega Man's getting it. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. I'm getting that wrap if they have one. If they have a wrap for the new Gears, I'm getting that. Definitely.
Yeah, you know what? That's what Microsoft need to do. Every game that comes out that they do themselves, they just need to come out with a brand new wrap.
Agree.
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
Yeah.
we should also sometimes like I really wanted that Deadpool controller. That thing was so funny with the little.
Oh,
button.
yeah.
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 I would love for them to just like with
Yeah, they
partner
did.
teams and stuff like come out with something that we can purchase, even if it's like you have to pre-order to get it. I think that would be great if we could do something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
they did.
agree.
No, they did that for Wolverine and a Deadpool.
Yeah, I saw the Wolverine one too. That was
Man,
funny. It was just like-
that would have sold so much money.
I would have
man.
bought that. I wanted that Deadpool one so
That was
bad.
so-
Like,
Man.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know if I want to play with some butt controller,
butt-
bro. I don't want to do that, man. That's funny. I don't want no butt controller, man. I don't.
I thought that was so funny. It would make me like I would just like have some people come over and just set the controllers out, let them see it.
That's the one thing that kind of drives me crazy about Xbox. They got all this amazing custom consoles and controllers, but most of them just be giveaways. Like some years
Yeah,
ago,
that's
they,
true.
some years ago, they had this really cool, really funny Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle console and controller, and the controller had the little pizza at the end.
Oh wow!
It was neat. It was, but it was
Wow.
only in a giveaway, and I was mad. So I was like, I would have bought that immediately, Microsoft, man.
I kind of like, although I don't think I would have played it. I like the Sonic 2 for the second
Mhm.
movie. They came out with
Yeah.
Knuckles and Sonic
Yeah.
kind of blended in, but it was all furry and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are expensive, bro. Yeah, I've seen those. Those are
I would have
expensive,
just
man.
had those. Those are the kind that I just keep as a collector's
As a
item. And don't.
collector's item, right?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You remember the doggone day when they had the 360, they had face plates where you could put on the 360.
Yeah. Yeah, I
love
remember. I
them.
still have some of those, Tuck. I still have some of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a lot of them. So
I still got some of those old face plates, unlimited and day. I still have some of those. Yep.
Nice,
I
nice.
kept them. Yeah, I got to think a Mass Effect one and some other one. There's a couple other ones. I think I have a Gears one too. But yeah, I kept those face plates, man, because those are collectible these days, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. What did Dave Reezy say here? Dear is Zinc's kryptonite. He gets out of line.
Anytime he gets out of line, I'm just telling Dave.
Oh boy, you know,
Oh,
Zeke,
man.
he's really a big softie. I'm
Yeah.
exposing him. He's a big softie.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Well, what do you guys think about that? I don't know how true it was, but that those scenes from Halo, man, look like the flood. They showed the flood and all that. That looks phenomenal. That really, really looks next gen. That looks phenomenal on Unreal Engine 5 there, brother Unlimited. That looks phenomenal, dude.
I wish Zink was here to do a breakdown of it. Cause
Yeah.
I want to talk about that a bit more because I talked with Sega Forever about that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm waiting till we get off of this subject so I can.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Let me give my thoughts on the showcase. And,
Okay.
we can
Nice.
move on. Yeah, because let me speak. Gonna talk about the showcase. Address the chat real quick. What's up, NWO Prime? By the way.
Oh wow, we get more people.
Yeah,
Welcome.
and then we can move on to that topic. But yeah, the preview partner was, I'm still Sega Man and Tuck just really at how good it was for a random show. And sometime just in October they didn't have to do this. They did not have to put together this little show. The pacing, I don't know who runs these shows or who formats it, but the pacing has been absolutely excellent these last few years. No wasted time, no boring moments. It's just like they give you what you need to see, what you want to see, and go on to the next game. Then you got a bunch of creative looking stuff. Mouse
Yeah.
PI for Hire with the awesome
Yep.
old school animation style. The
Mhm.
Legend of Babu looks like it got a cool action adventure game with that Chow Chow dog. And I always love having a nice little animal with you in these
Mhm.
games. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Eternal Strands is a game that I've been interested in. It looks like it has this really cool gameplay mechanic, what you could do with the powers.
Is that the one where you use the environment? I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off. It is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And it's like when you freeze, you'll freeze the whole area to freeze the boss to the ground. It looks really fun and
Oh,
really creative.
okay.
Yeah. I've actually been aware of it before the showcase. So when I
Yeah.
saw that it went on Game Pass, it
Oh,
really just like,
wow.
holy smokes! I don't know how you keep doing it, Xbox. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so the point, my overall point though, is that I just as somebody who sees a lot of the negativity, and I fully admit that the negativity could annoy the hell out of me because I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just stuff like this is just so great, man. And it's just, the only negative with these showcases is that I gotta wait for the games to come out.
Yeah.
There was one game that released now said out right now. I just forget which one was it.
Animal Well released that day, and Phasmophobia is I think a week from now or something.
That one's
like
coming out. Fast and
Yeah.
Furious is coming on the 29th, right
29th, right.
before Halloween.
Yeah,
So
right.
so that's another thing. The stealth drops. You know what I'm saying? They're doing stealth drops now. That's
Yeah,
how good it is.
yeah.
Blind Fire is available for early access now.
Wow. So two games
Yeah.
release, basically, excuse me, release now when the game was shown. So
Yeah.
just like excuse me, got tongue tied there. But my main point though is that the preview program was such a fun show, just a great easy 30 minutes. And then if there's no way, I feel like deep down the fans of the competition has to watch this stuff and like, yo, Sony's got to step their game up. Because everybody comes out to Sony shows all negative, like what was this? It was boring, this, and that. Then everybody comes up to Xbox show like, damn, now gotta re-up on my Game Pass subscription, basically.
Yep.
Because you got more down the well. But yeah, the Xbox preview program it was so nice to be pleasantly surprised like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let me get to the chat real quick, and we're gonna move on to the Halo.
Okay.
Excuse me. Distinct One said, Dave Reezy, you heard how she said he's got his tail tucked and running. Yes. Man. And the chat, chat, man, get off of Zing, man. Why y'all giving Zing a hard time today? He said those are some nice looking controllers. Yeah, they're gonna be in my collection. I can guarantee that. And Prime said, "Hey, what's up?" DZ said, "For real, he's in hiding." Yo, I gotta let me hit up Zing, man. I got Zing gotta show up now, man. This getting out of hand. I like my Star Series X real clean. Yeah, man, I love it too. Coco Fiend out here laughing
Coco
at the chat.
Fiend. Yeah, I don't know if I said hi. Hi, Coco Fiend.
D Reezy said the butt cheeks detaches. I get it. If it was,
Hey man, y'all can have that controller with butt cheeks, man. I don't want that, man.
That was so funny, man. Oh shoot.
Dave Reezy said when she leaves, Zink will show up. Oh man, Zink taking too much slander, man. I wanted to recommend TLC for Dead Island 2. Dave Reezy said Xbox has so much variety.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, can't argue. Like that's one thing. That's what baffles me of people who be like Xbox has no games. I'm like, all right, whatever. Distinct One said, I like how Xbox has all these little showcases. In my opinion, it lets the consumers know that they're listening. Not to mention that they're open for questions via customer support.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a great point there, Distinct One. And I love the little showcases too. Because and then what I like about it also, Daya, is that it combats this stupid narrative that I despise about how only AAA games matter.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know how much I despise that narrative. And this idea that we should only be excited for the big games. And here Xbox saying, no, the small stuff is just as important.
Yep.
Zink is in Cuba hiding. My goodness, guys. I gotta retitle this show the Zink Slander Show or the roasters, other zinkers. Y'all relentless today. But yeah, he said he's Zink sharing Harold's chicken with Tupac and Havana. Nah, y'all cold, man. Y'all too cold for that.
Hey, let me add something to that right there. What you just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like you said, they used to talk about the big AAA games. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, they're not playing them either.
Yeah.
So what makes it different?
Not.
You see what's going on with gaming right now. I mean, AAA games, but like you said, these smaller games are good. But they talk about AAA games so damn bad that they fell into.
Yeah.
So if we don't
and Tuck is right.
And they're delusional.
Down to is this: if we don't watch it, all the big games is going to be dry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just telling you like it is. I mean, these people go around here talking about hysterical, like the history of the Japanese history and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, and I want to play a game. I'm just playing a game. I'm not interested.
Right.
I mean, yes, the history is nice, but I get the history while I'm playing the game. I'm not worried about reading the conspiracy theories about all that stuff. I just want to play a game.
Yeah.
So when that game comes out in February, the game that Ubisoft, and that's if it comes out. Because if if 10 Cent get it, and if it doesn't sell good, you know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They're gonna sell it off.
Yeah, I'm nervous for Ubisoft.
I'm nervous about
that. That's why I don't celebrate. That's why I don't like celebrating the way they do. When they want on games to fail, and I'm like, my thing is like, if you don't like a game, just don't play it. But this whole rooting for it to fail and for them to die and people lose their jobs, it just means we're going to get less. And I don't see how that's a fucking good thing.
That's right.
I do not want to live in a world where the only successful games are like Madden and Fortnite and all that stuff, man.
Well, what I'm hearing too, guys, is that a lot of people are very excited and happy for the new Tomb Raider reboot because it went back to their tradition. The way Lara Croft looks, she doesn't look like a guy. Like, it went back to the tradition, and there's a lot of people that are excited for that collection coming out.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
it's like old school.
Hold on. Look like a guy. What Tomb Raider game was that? Because I played the reboot. The reboot they did were fantastic.
There was a game, Unlimited. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was, what's her name? She really likes Tomb Raider a lot. Melanie Mack. It was one of the games. She hated. She hated that it looked that because she showed the picture. Which game was that, Dad? You remember?
It's not that though. I looked at what she said. She said that it just, to her, that even the essence of Lara Croft wasn't the same. Like, it was different. This girl is obsessed with Lara Croft. Okay,
big time. Yeah,
Lara Croft, everything. So when them fans are like that, they could be a little bit overboard, but they can tell you everything about the history.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
and she does not like the new ones because she has issues with certain things about the new ones. But also, I think it was the way that some people. I personally don't care. All right, I know Lara Croft had big boobs and all that. So I get it, and she's a woman. This person who's a fan, she's a woman,
right.
Yeah. But I think that it was certain controversy that was about having to tone her down and all this stuff, and she just. I don't know. I think
that's got to be a recent thing because I played all 3 of the trilogy games. I beat them all, and nobody was saying that shit in 20. Because the last one released in 2018, and it had great reviews and everything.
Right,
so
right.
Well, that's a new controversy then. Well, as someone who played it and loved the new trilogy, nobody was saying any of that. I promise you, Dea, that nobody was saying any of that stuff. Everybody was praising the hell out of those games.
Right,
and I like them.
They're excellent action. The only one that got hate was Rise of the Tomb Raider. But you know why it got hate? Because it was timed exclusive on Xbox
exclusive, One. Right?
That's not because the game was bad, not because of Lara Croft looked and she looked great in that game. It was because it was that's the height of its negativity. So hearing that's something very new.
Maybe that's what people are bringing up now. I don't know.
Because I promise you, Dea, I was there. I played them. I loved them. I consumed it. Nobody was saying any of that stuff at the time.
Okay.
Not a single one. Not when those games came out in the span between 2013 and 2018. So any of
Okay.
that stuff, that's some super retro. What's that term?
Revisionist history.
Yeah,
right?
revisionist. Thank you. Because
Right.
Yeah.
no, I promise you, Dea, that wasn't the case.
Okay.
Now that's her opinion, so I'm not shit on her opinion.
But that
I'm
wasn't
just
the crutch
saying
of her
that this
decision.
idea. Yeah, but I'm just saying if that's what they're saying now, that I promise you, there was zero controversy about that at the time.
Okay, but her main crush. I want to make sure I don't misquote people. Her main issue is not that though, because she, like I said, she's a female.
She wants the old school Tomb Raider stuff back.
Yeah, and she thinks that she was comparing what she thinks is different and what she liked about the originals more than the new ones. And that's so she was excited about the new stuff coming up, you know.
Yeah, look, I respect her opinion, but those games are too fucking. I'm sorry. I tried to play that shit. I was like, no, these tank controls are.
Oh yeah, and she understands that. That's why she was excited that they were actually going to be more faithful to the originals, but bring them up to today's standard.
Yeah.
So
because by the way, if hopefully they release a physical. Cause I actually own every Tomb Raider game that's available on the Xbox.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So even the 360 ones like Tomb Raider. And Tomb Raider Legend. I'm saying this as someone who also loved this series going back. So I don't want to come off seeing like, you know what I'm saying, just throwing my perspective out.
No, you were there and you have an opinion that's grounded in your own experience and you own the game. So because we don't do none of that stupid nonsense on this show. Right. But Hebot just popped in. Hebot, how are you? Oh, when did Hebot get in here?
Brother Hebot's in here.
So guys, Hebot's birthday was a few days ago, so let's say happy birthday to the homie.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Brother Hebot.
Birthday cake. Send Hebot birthday cake in the chat, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
How old are you? He's already.
Oh man. So Hebot, how are you, man?
Damn. Kind of messed up a little bit, but just trying to get that. If I'm going on, it'll fit on the.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you guys hear Hebot? Because
I can hear him. I can hear him.
I can't. He sounds muffled to me.
Yeah.
He's muffled.
A little bit, but I can hear him. I can still hear him.
So ¿cuánto me cobró Sorsey? Thank you, primo. Sorry, guys. What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, not much Hebot. We're just enjoying our little chat today. Bit more freeform than usual. But we were about to talk about the Halo being on Unreal Engine 5 because Sega Man and Day wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
So if there's anything you want to bring up later, also you feel free to. This isn't really a real.
Well, I mean, what can I say? First, people are kind of like happy and excited, and some people are upset because they say that Unreal Engine 5 is no good. I'm like, no, that's not the case. The problem with Unreal Engine 5 is that it's still in its infancy. It's a brand new engine. It's a brand new engine. It's a learning curve, just like every Unreal Engine before that. But the benefit of Unreal Engine is that when you work on it, right, it's more efficient. They can do development much faster. And if you look at the actual interview when they were talking about the team that they're doing, which is basically still 343s, but they're renaming it. And there's some new people they brought in, obviously, but it's still members of 343 as well, which is really something that bothers me because a lot of people are like, oh, 343 Studios, they fucking suck. They messed up Halo when 90% of 343s was still the developers from Bungie. Because when Bungie got bought out and went independent and then got bought out, they left, went to Xbox, and they came back to 343. And a lot of people don't even realize. Starting from people like, Jason Staten, Joseph Staten, whatever his name was, right? And stuff like that. So they're still Bungie from the origins, and they're still 343s. It's just they're trying to make some changes. And I think the renaming of the studio is a good thing because because unfortunately, in the world we live in, people are so ignorant to the sense that once something is labeled, they don't give it a chance and they think, oh, it's not going to be good because it's this person. They don't realize that everybody has successes and everybody has duds at some point. That's a natural thing with anything, with movies, with directors. Not everything that Steven Spielberg did was great. You get what I'm saying? Not everything that Martin Scorsese did were great. That still doesn't define or detract or take away the fact that these are pioneers of the industry when it comes to directors of movies. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've always found that thought process with anything, whether it's music, whether it's game, especially anything in the entertainment realm, to be really stupid, because not every musician has a hit song every time they make a new album. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So even if they're like the best of the best, I mean, that was very seldom that happened. The only few people I can think of that had that magic happen, and even at their end, towards the end of their career, they kind of had duds also, was probably Elvis, Prince, and Michael Jackson, right?
Right.
They're the only ones that I know in history that anything they brought out, something was popular, something was, was
quality.
Something hit as a number one. But even towards the end with Michael, with some of his, for example, and Prince, and even Elvis with their albums, they kind of declined and didn't do as well, right? Because that's just, it's natural. That's a natural thing. It's very hard as an artist, whether it's with video games, movies, music, to continue to have great quality content or vision or lyric, because once you've done so much, you kind of like it's hard to find somewhere new to grab onto, and bring out the same type of reinventingness or evolvingness as a human being, because just once you've done so much stuff, it's very hard to continue that level of quality, right? And that goes with anybody or anything. That's why it's always good to bring in new people that are fans, that are young, that believe in something, because they'll come in with fresh eyes and maybe they can have a better new idea than the person that's been doing it, let's say, for, 20 years, 30 years. You know what I mean?
All right.
But anyway, to not sound so long-winded, I've always told people that for me, the best Halos were from part 4 and on, because 3 was good, but it was a product of its time. I felt it was very dated. Story-wise, yeah, it was good, but the fact that you couldn't even do something simple like running made the franchise feel dated. You know what I mean?
Thank you for saying that. Because
And a lot of people,
Halo people complaining that I'm sorry, this is a rant. I'm sick of you darn Halo people that are old, sitting up there complaining that Master Chief is Sprint. Just get out of here. I'm so sick of these people with that. That's ridiculous. Like, he's supposed to stand there like a statue, a mannequin, and then barely move. Like, get out of here. I'm sorry. That's a rant, because I love that.
No, I remember that drama, man.
Hey, Kratos can't jump.
He bot dropped. So Daya, while you're speaking, let me get your thoughts on the Unreal, Halo moved to Unreal Engine.
Okay.
He bucks
wait, real
back.
he bucks back. He bucks back.
Sorry, real quick. What were you saying, that you tired of people complaining about the running?
I'm darn tired of that, because it's ridiculous. It's like they expect no growth for the Halo franchise.
It's that the reason why it was done that way originally, because it was done as an open world map, right? Mm-hmm. With vehicles, turret wielding, and a bunch of other stuff. So it was a lot. And at that time, you didn't really have fast-paced first-person shooters on console, especially because, Halo was one of the first that redefined it with the analog twin sticks.
Yeah, it was.
Using it with, with the camera and then the movement. Because before it used to be like, try to play Unreal Tournament on Dreamcast. It was with the analog and the D-pad, and it was very difficult to do that. No, the analog and the buttons. In other words, you move with the camera with the analog, and then with the buttons, you move left and right, forward and back. That's how it was. So on console, that was never a thing until the twin stick concept, right? Which Halo made it possible, right? And that was one thing that redefined for FPSs on console. So which basically end up becoming the Xbox, what they call the shooter box because of the FPSs. A lot of people love the FPSs on Xbox.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but that concept of Master Chief can't run like he's a super soldier. Master Chief should be able to jump 50 feet up the air. Master Chief is supposed to be able to run. He's a super soldier. That's the whole point.
Lord, if read any book with Master Chief in it, he's not standing still and stuff. He's running, jumping, grabbing stuff. He moves very quick. They can run fast and stuff. Like, what the heck are they talking about?
Absolutely. That's why when they say that, I'm like, yo, dude, I know nostalgia is a hell of a drug, right? And I'm not trying to quote Mooch because fuck him, he's a fucking flip flopper, but that's something he can say. But it's true because people get so stuck. It's like people in the collecting realm with toys, right? Of action figures.
Yeah.
They want everything to look like it did back in the 80s when those things were made that way based on that era, the engineering that was available in that era. Now the toys look damn near like lifelike. Like,
yo,
it's amazing.
I'd be watching Hebot's action figures videos, Daya. I'd be like, dude, if those toys existed when I was a kid,
exactly.
I'd be going crazy.
Crazy because we want everything. Exactly.
So he been doing the DC and like the Ninja. He did this Ninja Turtle figure. I swear to goodness, the movies don't look as good as that figure did. I'm like, Hebot, and I believe it comes to Hebot video. Like, dude, how the hell are these toys these good, man?
Mm-hmm. That's why I love collecting. It's the same reason why I love it.
I put like this, y'all. It's like, I'm gonna give a good example.
People
talked about when the Halo series was on Paramount. People bitched about Master Chief shouldn't have his helmet off. Dude, come on, he's a human. He's a superhuman. He don't supposed to be having his damn helmet on.
Well, that's the cinema. That's for cinema. You have to kind of bring in the casuals, and you have to have the fan base. So you kind of have to give them a face. And
that's a great point because with these with the TV shows and any type of content that's about that's adapted from gaming, they're trying to reach audiences outside of gaming with that stuff,
right?
And so they throw in little stuff here and there that we might not like, or that might be might be one-to-one to what the game did, but they'll take as long as the liberties aren't so over the top that it just completely misses the point, I could usually live with it. But it's got to be in that realm. That's why who has a good adaptation? What is it called? Arcane. I never played the game. I just know it's a great show on Netflix.
Arcane. It's Arcane.
And that's an example of a bad adaptation was Dragon Age Absolution. That shit was horrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you could do it well, you could do it bad. It just matters. How they pull it off. But continue, Hebot.
So basically, what I was trying to say to finish off, I don't be too long-winded, but I think it's a good thing that they put it in that direction because this will help the developers create the next Halo game in less time. Now, what I do want them to do is to keep some consistencies with the story from Infinite and from 5, because I think for me, the best Halo was 4 for me, right? Because it was the best one. The best one with cinematic, visuals, story, everything. But I also like the dynamic of 5, because in 5, they made a scene, they gave you the perspective of Chief, what he was doing, and the perspective of another team that was sent in to go look for Chief and his group because they went AWOL according to the military, right? But he didn't go AWOL. He went to look for Cortana, right? So they sent them in, and you saw even in the story when what's his name? Oh my God. Federlane's character and the main character. Oh my God, I can't think of his name right now. The black guy. What's his name? The main character.
That was
Locke.
Yeah.
Right, Locke and the character that Nathan Federlane plays, right?
Oh gosh, let me remember his name. I
know what I'm talking about. And you see that
favorite,
right? And you see that in the story. They even talked about. They were questioning some dude. Are we doing the right thing? Like, this doesn't feel right. They were doing their job, but they didn't want to go after Chief because Chief was known as the hero, right? And then you saw when he met up with Chief, he couldn't even fight him because Chief was a superhuman. He was just a human, right?
Exactly.
So, but it wasn't like in a disrespectful way. It was because, Chief was on a mission. He wanted to find Cortana, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I like the dynamic that they introduced. And then the end of the game, sorry, spoiler alert, but they combined together and they were going to go out on a mission and go look for her and do what they needed to do as a group. Lock team and Chief's team. You see what I'm saying? I wanted that to continue. And Infinite kind of touches on that, but it went back to Chief only with this new arbiter, with
Infinite, they were trying to make up because everybody was so. A lot of people were angry at even having to play as Locke that they like,
which is stupid.
They want,
which is stupid because it made the dynamic of the world even better. Because now
I gotta say some stuff. Go ahead.
Other characters, other characters, and not just Chief, but Chief is still the main. The whole story premise was based on Chief, regardless, right? So we come to find out that all this time, right? They've been doing Halo still based off the engine they used for the 360, right? And all they were doing was rebuilding the engine to be able to take advantage of next generation hardware. So that's why they still managed to make them look good, but it took longer, way longer. The Slipstream engine, they said it. We were working as a developer and an engine builder at the same time, and that's what made the process take so long. But with Unreal Engine 5, we can concentrate just on the game, the story, and not have to worry about building the engine. You see what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. And yeah, I get it. Some people don't like the Unreal Engine because of for whatever reason. Animation may not look as smooth, whatever the case may be.
I'll tell you why, but I'll wait.
It still looks good. It still looks amazing. Still looks good. And the more they work on it, they're going to perfect it and make it look better and better. Because Unreal Engine games always look better every time. Look at Gears. Every time they made it look better and better. There, for me, Coalition is probably the masters at using the Unreal Engine. Okay? Just like people say, that Naughty Dog is the masters of telling a story. Okay, well, then Coalition are the masters of using the Unreal Engine. You know what I mean? It works both ways. So all that backlash and all the stupidity of people trying to downplay the excitement is just people that either never played Halo or just like hating on Xbox or just trying to find a narrative to continue to keep Xbox IPs on the ground, trying to say that they suck when they don't. Because when you look at those reviews, it's always the same people that always give game reviews, bad reviews on Xbox. It's the IGNs of the world, the PC Engine Gaming of the world, the Eurogamer, the PlayStation I Love You sites, the Push Square, Circle,
PlayStation Universe.
all these sites that are PlayStation centric. Of course, they're not going to give any credit because Sony don't got no IP that even touches Halo. So they do that deliberately. All that is deliberate. And that's why you can't listen to stupid Metacritic. You can't listen to stupid Rotten Tomatoes or any of that shit because those are not sites that are reliable. They're aggregated sites. Anybody can go in there and give a review. And if you go in, you'll see reviews, people giving it 0. And then they'll say, the game sucks, the graphics suck. And that's not a review. That's how you know it's fake, right? So you can't go by that. Any real gamer has to go based on their own experience as a gamer. You play the game yourself, you experience yourself, and you see what you feel after you play the game. And 9 times out of 10, most people are going to like a game that other people are saying that sucked, that never even played the game. You see what I'm saying? And we've been proven multiple times already. You've seen how when they showed Cuphead, the guy from IGN, he didn't even know how to platform. When platforming has been around for ages. So this person was not a person that used to play platform. Because anybody that played platforms was able to play it, enjoy it, and understood how good it really was. So again, all those people that do that is something that you got to kind of cut off and not listen to. Because you can't trust any of that stuff. You can't, because it's misinformation and it's not genuine. Because it's coming from people that already don't like Xbox or don't like Xbox games, or they're mad because Xbox is doing more things with their IPs and bringing in new unique IPs like Clockwork Revolution that's coming out, or like South of Midnight, or like Hi-Fi Rush. They're always bringing in new unique IPs. Xbox have always done that. Meanwhile, they're getting remasters after remasters after remasters after remasters, either on Nintendo or either on PlayStation, and they keep sucking on it. Listen, don't ask for growth or for new ideas or new IPs if all you want to do is keep loving what's already known, what we already know, what's already familiar, what's already the same. Then that means you don't want growth. You don't want nothing new. You see what I'm saying? Because Recore got hate because of the same thing, because it was a new IP. Quantum Break got hate because it was a new IP. All these games that are supposed to be bringing new things to the plate and the table get hate because people are just stuck with the same thing. If it's not, GTA, if it's not Call of Duty, if it's not Silent Hill, or it's not Resident Evil, what they're already familiar with, oh, it sucks. No, that's not how that works. Because all those IPs started from somewhere, just like the ones that are trying to start now, and they're not getting a chance now. Before, you would give them a chance, and that's why they would become big properties. Now is as soon as I go, oh, it sucks. Oh, that's not that good. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's not that good. Unless it's something from Nintendo or Sony, and then when you look at the game, it's basically the same formula of another game, but with a new coat of paint or in a new world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the problem in a nutshell with gaming. But as far as what I feel with Halo, I think it's a good step in the right direction because it's going to help them, like I said, create what they want to do, make a better game, and kill less time with having to worry about the engine. Because that's why games take long when you have to build the engine. That's why Quantum Break took long. Build a brand new engine.
Remember, Halo Infinite came out 6 years after Halo 5 because they were working on the Slipstream engine.
Yeah. Because and again, it was still based off the original engine from 3, and it was just reconstructed, and we didn't know that. I thought it was a new engine.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't. And now we find out because that's what they said. They gave us. Give me the bread, Pablo. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good stuff there, he bought. Sega Man, you still there? All right. Well, Sega Man, I know Sega Man is working.
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. So Sega Man, I know that you want to speak on this, man. What are your thoughts on Halo moving over to Unreal Engine?
Well, real quick. I just from what I seen, everybody when I was watching that on YouTube, that looks phenomenal. Like it was showing the Flood fighting one of the soldiers or something like that. I seen some of the scenes of looked like a Flood world or something like that. It just looked phenomenal. And I guess this is supposed to be some footage of what the next Halo is going to be like, I guess, with the Flood. And I just thought with the Unreal Engine 5, it looked phenomenal. People, I don't know why people get on the Unreal Engine 5. I'm gonna tell you what, Gears, man, those guys are pioneers, bro, of the Unreal Engines. They're the pioneers, man. I'm telling you, Gears looks phenomenal. I don't care what anybody can say nothing about Gears. Is buttery smooth, bro. That shit is buttery smooth. If you have a TV like Unlimited and Brother Hebot, where you have 120 frames per second, that's probably fucking beautiful. I don't have that. I only have 60, but these brothers have 120.
Brother,
you know what I mean?
Brother Sagan, there's no game still, and I don't care what anybody's on PlayStation that looks as good as Gears. None.
Yeah.
None. And I've shown pictures side by side multiple times with all of their games, and they never look better than Gears. Never.
Nope. Never. They'd be like, they'd be like, you, hey, Tuck. They'd be like this. You lying? He bought God of War looks better than Gears. And they would say something like that. You know what I mean? They always got to use God of War as their shield for anything that we talk about, but it doesn't look as I've seen God of War. I'm not saying God of War don't look like it's not a beautiful game, but I don't think can't hold a candle to me to Gears, but I mean it looks good, but to me it don't look better than Gears. You know what I mean?
You got more characters. It's a co-op game. It's got more details in the world, more perks. You ride vehicles. It's got open world sections. You actually have different weapons, different attributes, different perks, and you also got different sections where you fly. Let's say on a vehicle, or you get on a turret. You don't do that shit. You don't do none of that. None of that shit.
Nope.
It's just straight up walking with him with his weapons. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
so real quick, Tuck, and I'll be done. Let me land my plane super quick.
Okay.
I just think it looks real good, brothers and First Lady of X. I was really surprised. Was just blown away from what I've seen. From what I've seen, if that's what the game is going to look like, Unreal Engine 5 running on the Xbox Series X, man, that's a beautiful fucking masterpiece of a game. I mean, that really looks awesome, bro. The colors, the detail. In the flood characters that I seen, the flood guy flipping around in the air, fighting the soldier and stuff like that. That was beautiful. I'm like, man, this is breathtaking. I can keep watching this over and over, man. I mean, that looked good, and I think it was a good idea they did that. I'm not saying there was nothing wrong with the slip space engine, but if we're going to switch over to Unreal Engine 5, I think that's a great idea. I really do. Yeah.
It's like the argument with what I've been seeing right now, and Digital Foundry is guilty of this shit because they're the first ones talking stupid if don't give the full detail.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, the ray tracing and the car model look better on Gran Turismo than it does on the Forza 7 game, right? And I'm like, yo, you guys are really gonna sit there with a straight face and be that disingenuous? Yeah, it looks better because it has way less content than Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport has over 700 cars when GT don't even have 400 cars. Forza Motorsport has real-time lighting and weather effects. Forza Motorsport has real-time damage to the cars, and there's no damage in GTA or in Gran Turismo or real-time weather or daytime, right? Mm-hmm. Forza Motorsport has actual 250 cars that you could do in Auto Vista mode when you don't have that on GTA Sport. Forza Motorsport has 6 different cockpit views when when Gran Turismo only has 4, right?
Yeah.
Forza Motorsport has 24 cars on screen when Gran Turismo only has 15. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Forza Motorsport is still doing all this with in native 4K at 60 frames per second with ray tracing enabled, with Dolby Vision HDR, which the PS5 don't have Dolby Vision HDR, it just has regular HDR10. Yep. And they also implemented Dolby Vision Surround, which the PS5 has the Tempest 3D sound. They don't have actual, Dolby Vision. Dolby Surround, Atmos Surround, which is superior to the 3D Tempest technology that they use. So all that together is the reason why Forza is the better and bigger product. And they try to downplay that shit and don't give those details. So when you don't give the details, and you're being disingenuous. Because anybody else listening that doesn't know this is going to think, oh, that means Gran Turismo is way better. No, it's not. Fuck out of here. No, it's not. You're not giving the right amount of details.
That is the reason why they're coming out with this PS5 Pro.
I know that. But they're saying that it's running better with the Pro. You get what I'm saying?
Let me get through.
They're trying to say that it's better than Forza with the Pro when still they're not saying all those other details that need to be said. Yes, it may look better, the car model a little bit better. They may have a little bit better ray tracing because it has less content. The more content you have, the more information you're using.
Right.
If you look at Ford Motorsports now, compared when it first came out, it's a totally different game.
Yeah, they've been building. Right.
What game was that? Talk
here. So this
Forza.
They talk all they know, all they wanted.
They're talking about from the launch to now that they've done a lot of improvements, and they've been doing improvements and adding stuff. Absolutely, they have. But like
Forza?
I said, but like I said, the narrative that they're trying to push is because the PS4 Pro is coming out soon, is that it looks better than Forza. But That is the only reason the ray tracing is probably better and the car models look a little better in Gran Turismo is because it has less content. When you have more content, you're using more of the CPU computation. GPU.
I can tell you,
what I mean?
Now, when that doggone thing come out, it's not even gonna look better than it then. Because if you look at that game on the PS5 Pro, and you look at the Forza Motorsport,
That does a little bit more.
You can't even compare it.
Hey, Chuck, you know how you could say it and explain it even better? If Forza had the same amount of cars as GT7, right? And let's say it didn't have car damage, it didn't have real-time weather, it didn't have real-time lighting, it didn't have HDR, Dolby Vision, it didn't have no cars in auto vista mode, right? Or none of that stuff, right? I guarantee you Forza will run circles around GT Sport if it was on the same exact spectrum. If it didn't have 24 cars on screen, if it only had 15 cars,
He's running circles around it now with all the stuff that's going on right now.
Yeah, but they're not trying to explain it that way. That's my point. Yeah, they're trying to say like, oh no, it looks way better because of this and that, but they're not saying the truth. They're not giving the details.
They're not going to
be all in the details, you know.
In Sony pockets.
Absolutely. Look, Digital Foundry did a video already trying to say how is Microsoft going to do a console for the next generation that's 3 times the generational leap, right? And keep it at the same price or the same way they've been saying, oh, the greatest lineup we've ever had, and they're trying to make a mockery. They're already doing damage control videos trying to say that the next Xbox is not going to be that big of a leap because the Pro is a piece of shit. So they're already trying to damage control, saying like if the next Xbox is all hype, it's all talk, and that Microsoft is just
really?
Yeah. There's a video they put out. I could send you the link. That shit was. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers are
wow.
They don't stop.
And the way I put like this, we way far into that because, I mean, let's just put like this, y'all, straight up. The only reason why they make that PS5 Pro because Gears of War, because the Unreal Engine 5 do not work on that piece of crap ass PS5. Bottom line, it doesn't work good. All the games that we got on the Unreal Engine 5 on the Xbox plays good. Not a
like Space Marine 2 is a perfect example.
I mean,
Space Marines,
yeah, Part 2 is a perfect example. It runs great on Xbox, but that's because Xbox supports DirectX 12. That's their API. PS5 is broken, and
and
Space Marines is a CPU. Yes, and Space Marines 2 is a CPU heavy game. It's not GPU. So even if they upclock the GPU, it's not going to help because, and even Digital Foundry said it, because it's not a CPU, a GPU game. It's a CPU game. 95% of games that come out are CPU heavy. They're not GPU. So that's why they run better. When you actually optimize and do it right on an Xbox, it's always going to be way better than the fucking goddamn PS5. And they even admitted that a lot of developers told them that the 360, that the Xbox Series X version of games always get less optimization time and less development time because they prioritize the PS5 version because it's the leading platform. They've said it themselves.
And that's crazy.
So what does that tell you? That tells you that you're not seeing the real output and outcome and capabilities on the X. And that's why they'll be like, oh, yeah, these games look better on the PlayStation 5. Of course they do, because they're not prioritized. The developers are charging you the same fucking price that they do for the PlayStation version, but they don't want to put in the work. How the fuck does that work? How the fuck does that make any sense? That's not how it works.
You know, funny enough that he says that. I believe a few weeks ago, Xbox put out fillers about why devs are prioritizing PlayStation.
Yeah. That's why they're doing that, because Digital Foundry did the video and put it out there. So that's why Microsoft is doing that. That's why they're doing that. They said developers are telling them that their fucking optimizing time and development time on the Xbox is less because they don't prioritize it because it's not the leading platform. When you're based on hardware for whatever hardware it is dedicated to, period. You know?
Oh, I see now. Yeah.
And that's why they put that statement out and that questionnaire for developers. You know, why is it that you're not utilizing the Xbox hardware for games the way you should be, or that you should be doing? You know what I mean? And again, I could show you the video. I could link it to you where they said it. They talked about it, and that tells you right there that we're not on the same playing field. There's obviously favoritism. There's obviously bias. There's obviously this perception that if your console's the leading platform, then that's the only one you got to prioritize, which is bullshit. Because when the OG Xbox came out, you saw that the OG Xbox version was always way better than the PS2 version. They didn't prioritize. They didn't prioritize the PS2 version because it was the leading platform. They used the hardware and brought it out. Warriors, games like Nightmare Before Christmas from Capcom, those games, GTA, they shitted on the PS2 version. Shitted on them. They used the hardware and did what was right. And the developers got to go back to that same type of treatment, mentality, and responsibility with the hardware for game consoles now as well. Because that's bullshit. Because if you're, again, I'll say it again, if you're charging $70 for the same game, you best believe you better be fucking putting the right optimization and development time for the Xbox version. I don't give a fuck if the Sony PlayStation is the leading platform. You're charging me the same money, you better do it. If not, charge less, because that's bullshit. That is unethical. That is not professional. That is not professional. That is unprofessional to do that, in my opinion. Unprofessional.
Yeah. Daya, you still there?
Yep.
All right, so Daya, let me get your thoughts on Halo going to Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, I want to hear what Day has to say too. What's up?
Yeah.
My stuff is mainly a rant because of like I said, I usually leave the intellectual talk to Hebot, but basically I just some of the things that people have been saying about Halo is like, where was they when Halo put out that video documentary? Because I don't know where the heck they were. 343 is no longer 343 because the studio leadership is all changed out. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no negotiation. There's no what if. There is nobody left except one person that I recognize, and he's a community manager. That is it. Okay. I know because I recognized a lot of people from 343. All right. So they basically built not really the developers, because you can get any developers in and out, but they kept the developers, but they changed the leadership out. So people acting like that 343 is just, that Halo Studios is just 343 under a new skin, like title, is wrong. They are new. They don't have, does Pierre Heinz look like Bonnie Ross? If he does, and he putting on a skirt and looking like Bonnie Ross, then I stand corrected, all right? But he is not, all right? Also, I also wanted to say that, and this is coming from so-called Halo fans, so-called Xbox people. Like, what the heck are you talking about? If you've ever followed 343, you know that's not them. Now, my second problem is this. I'm sick of this 343 hate. 343, now we know the full story. We know that because they were I think they're in Seattle, Washington or something. I'm not sure where they are. They have laws about contractors and how contractors are to be dealt with, right? They can only hire them for a short period of time, then they have to let them go. That is per law. Microsoft is not breaking any laws out here, so therefore they're following them. Therefore, whenever they hire contractors, which they need more people, because unlike, say, PlayStation Studios, for instance, 343 can do everything under the sun when they make a game. Okay.
Hey, Daya, real quick to add to what you just said. These people act like only Xbox does that, but God of War, I can show you like 3 articles that said that they had independent contractors come in and help them with God of War as well.
Absolutely.
So it's not just Xbox, and it depends on the situation, on the game, how big the project is. They always bring in other people independently, especially during COVID, because during COVID, a lot of people worked from home, so they had to use different alternatives and do different things differently. But it's not just Xbox with their games. It's Sony has done it with their games as well. So that right there in itself is a big ass lie.
I also want to say this, Devil Shooter. You said 343 brick your MCC on PC. I'll hate them all day. What about hating PlayStation when that brick of a PlayStation 5 was overheating and messing up people's stuff? I don't hear you saying the same thing. If you're going to bring that up here, you got to do it equally for both groups. So if you're going to be like that with 343, then
Or
name
broken versions of their games on PC as well, because every PlayStation game has been broken on PC.
the PS5 was overheating and everything and melting down stuff during competitions with, I think it was Evo or something like that. Everybody knows that this happened, and I don't ever hear anything from these PlayStation people talking about it. I don't want to hear what 343 did or didn't do, because you don't, in my opinion, you disingenuous, because you won't say the same thing about Sony. If you do that, then you can come here and tell me about what 343 did. I'm not denying that they made some mistakes, but we're not here to highlight all of their mistakes. So
Tell them, Lady of X.
Better
Tell
about
them.
yourself.
Tell them.
Okay, we're just not going to do that. So I don't want to hear your PlayStation talking points here. All right, unless you're going to be equal about. You name 343. You name what Sony has done too. Don't give us no one-sided argument here. All right. So anyway, as I was saying about 343, 343 never got recognition for all the stuff that they ever put in the game. They developed an incredible tool set that any team needs to learn from with Forge. Unbelievable tool set. They came out with games that they created campaigns for, co-op for, multiplayer for. The only thing they hadn't done, which was their first time with Halo Infinite, was gas style games, and obviously they messed up there. And I accept that, because they wasn't able to keep up with the content. However, if anybody here on PlayStation side want to argue against that, name me one studio from the PlayStation side that did half of what they did or came up with a gas game that was successful.
Facts.
You can't. Okay.
Shit, they couldn't even do the multiplayer for fucking what was it, Last of Us. Tell them, Dale. Tell
Just
them.
the multiplayer. We ain't
Tell them. Tell them. Goddamn it. Tell them.
So yeah, just the multiplayer. So I'm not having this double standard stuff here. I'm sick of the double standard stuff. I'm sick of it, because I'm sick of that from the media, and I'm sick of that from the PlayStation fans. If you're a PlayStation fan, be a PlayStation fan. I don't have no problem with that. But if you come here with these arguments acting like Xbox is the worst in the industry, when PlayStation is tripping over themselves, anti-consumer, and I can go on and on, get out of here. I'm sick of hearing that. And then, okay, so, and they not even doing what Xbox is doing. So at least give them credit for what they are able to do. So anyway, getting back to 343, I've always had a respect for what they've been able to produce. Nobody ever complains about their gameplay except those idiots who want Master Chief to stay in one place and never move and all this other stuff. The real people, real gamers have always appreciated what 343 did for the games and stuff, except these people want Bungie. And look at what happened with PlayStation when they got Bungie. That doesn't look too good now, does it? It's not helping PlayStation too much, is it? You know, be careful what you wish for. Xbox had a chance to bring Bungie back in, but they didn't. And there was a reason behind that. They had all they needed. They knew they had the talent that they needed to make a good Halo game. But what we did not know is that they were dealing with an old engine, which is the Blam engine. They've been patching it up and trying to fix it up and trying to update it to do what, honestly, they just would have had to build a brand new engine. And I think Pierre Heinz went to Microsoft and said, look, we don't want to be tech people. We know how to do an engine, sure, but we don't want to. We want to work on the games. We want to do more games under Halo. So just free us up to do more games.
He probably told them it's more beneficial. We could just concentrate on the game, the story, gameplay, and they listened to it. And
that's what Pierre said. He said they just want to do the games. They're excited about doing multiple games. We don't even know what these multiple games are. But they no longer want to be a tech studio. They don't. That's something that Forza would do. Forza Motorsport, they love it. They love building engines and stuff. That's just not something that 343 wanted to do anymore. They wanted to focus on gaming, as is their right. Okay? So I just want to, I want to get this off my chest. I know I'm ranting. I apologize for this, but this has to come out.
No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. You keep on talking. You're saying facts. Those are facts.
Absolutely. And I wanted to, because 343 made mistakes. With MCC, I agree there was mistakes made there, but I also believe some of the mistakes was made on Microsoft's side too. I believe Halo Infinite needed more time to be worked on, because I believe 343 had setbacks trying to work on the engine just to get around to developing the content for the game. We know they knew how to do most of that stuff, even split screen and all that. We know that they've done that with other games. Something went wrong there, probably with the engine while they were developing the engine and working with the engine and also trying to make the game, that something happened there that cost them time. Plus the fact that they had to hire contractors. And I think Microsoft should have just slowed that stuff down and gave them the time that they needed to work on that properly, because of what they were asking of 343. You don't ask them to do an engine, a game, a campaign, a multiplayer, a co-op, forge mode. You don't ask one studio to do all that and expect that they can do that in a normal development time. It's ridiculous.
Plus learning how to make the game a gas game, like you said, that was new to them. That was unfamiliar territory.
Absolutely. The gas game part was brand new to them. So they, most studios, no matter how good they are, fail at developing gas games. Most do. Okay.
But here I'll say this though. At least Halo Infinite had like 30 million players.
They did.
After it first released, and all this other, and it had its best release ever at the time. So it's not like it had a Concord like failure.
And it's still quality, exactly. It's not like Concord. Absolutely.
Halo Infinite is a great game. It plays great. Only people who never play Halo they act like, when I hear these people like, yeah, Halo's a bad game, I know that person didn't play Halo Infinite. I know they didn't. Even the hardcore the delusional old school gamer even praise Halo Infinite. That's a hard feat to do. I can tell you that's a hard feat to do. The gameplay is phenomenal. It's a reason why they were the people's choice in the year that game released. What was it, 2021?
Mm-hmm.
It's a reason for that.
That's right. It got a bunch of accolades too.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did, because it's a fantastic shooter.
Yeah. So I'm sure Zink was here. He would take offense to saying it's a failure. So I'm gonna speak for Zink, especially since the chat was roasting him earlier.
Right.
Just recently, Unlimited, they came out and said that that Halo has become more profitable, because all this time it's now even more profitable.
That's right.
Yeah.
We talked about a little while ago how it made $2 billion off of non-gaming revenue alone. So,
Yep. But to wrap it up, go ahead.
No. Go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I was gonna wrap it up so you can talk. Yeah, so just to wrap it up, I know I'm ranting, but I just want people to be fair with this, because I am sick of the hatred piled on top of 343 when they explain to you what their problem was and why they feel that the Unreal Engine is going to fix that. They can get the contractors. They are no longer working on engines now. It frees them up to work on video games. 343 has always had the talent. Anybody who tells you otherwise is they're gaslighting you. Okay, they're just gaslighting you. Play Halo 4, 5, and Infinite, and tell me that gameplay is not good. Tell me, in good faith. Don't sit up there and give me no pony talking point. In good faith, play those games. Go on Game Pass, do 1 month, and then tell me that them games are bad. They're not. The great campaigns, and although I know some people don't like the campaign of 5, that doesn't mean that game didn't look good. It didn't play well. They might be upset at the direction 343 went with the story, but that takes away from everything else they did. That the gameplay was great, the multiplayer was good, the Forge was good. They had all of that stuff down pat, and I don't care what anybody says about that. They know how to develop a game. Sony would kill. They cut off their right leg to get a team like 343. Okay, they cut off their right leg to get a team like that. Okay, so now with that being said, with under new management, who I have a lot of faith in. I've always praised Pierre Hines. I always was impressed with what he was able to do with MCC and how he fixed that and brought that up to the point that people endear it. They love it because of what he was able to do with it. Because I hear it was in a rough state. Okay. And that was from the person who gifted that game to me. He gifted it to me. That's how I got into Halo. So, that it was in a rough state, but he felt it was stable enough for me to receive it as a gift. And we started playing the Halo games. And that's how I got into it. I will always be grateful to him because he introduced me to the Master Chief and I fell in love with it. I'll always be grateful to that. And it's the best collection I've ever played. Now I know it didn't release in that way, and I understand it had problems. And that could be something that 343 takes responsibility for. They're not perfect. But I'm just tired of this 343 hate. Now that 343 is now gone and they're Halo Studios, meaning that the management has changed, stop putting on what happened under 343 on this new studio. They have yet to be tested. Pierre has built his own team, as any leader does, just like Bonnie had her team, he has his. And we need to just sit back and wait to see what they're going to do. Complaining that the Master Chief's armor looked bulky and all this stuff. That ain't even a game, people. It's a video doc to recruit new talent. They're asking for more. They're growing the studios because they're working on multiple games. The finished game is not going to look like that. They're showing you what they've learned in Unreal Engine with the environments, and that's what they wanted you to focus on.
Yeah. So something that I recently realized, I recently learned, is how many Xbox games are on Unreal Engine in general.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can't find a list now to put it on screen, but I did see it when this news first dropped, and I was a little stunned. I'm like, shit, Xbox, you putting that Unreal Engine to work.
Absolutely.
Yep, that's right.
And you want to know why? It's a reason behind that. It's a smart reason behind that because they have the best team. I can't imagine another team better than that in the coalition who knows that engine inside and out.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. They are known, in the streets as the masters of Unreal Engine. Okay, if that's the case, you utilize what you already have, right? You got a team that is phenomenal with the Unreal Engine.
Yep.
You utilize them, and let's look at what they did. What was they able to create with using the coalition and stuff? Let's just look at a little game called Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
Look at what the coalition was able to teach Ninja Theory, because you best believe the coalition helped them with that game.
Oh yeah. And I guarantee you, they're gonna help these guys.
There you go. That's why
studios with the next Halo. I guarantee you.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much common knowledge now that Xbox studios help each other. Who was helping? I forgot which studio has been helping Obsidian with Avowed. I think
Obsidian is actually helping the Undead Labs to teach untether their characters so they can go out in the world.
So is Coalition. Coalition Undead Lab with Syndicate 3 too. They said it.
They were okay. So
they are.
All right.
So
a lot of help.
So there's a lot
shooting better.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fluidity going on with and you both are right. I just found it here. Gears of War and Avowed Studios are teaming up to help Stated at K3. So pretty much pretty much Xbox got Obsidian and the Coalition basically are helping with Stated K3, which is going to be a masterpiece of a game next year too. But back to the main topic here, Dad, and absolutely love your rant. Absolutely love. I love when y'all get passionate like that because I'm not as passionate about this. Only because y'all said so much. I have nothing to add, right? So
Unlimited. Before you go, add this. Our first lady of X, she was going off on that dude. About the him talking about the Halo bricking or whatever. I mean, like you said, we get tired of that stuff, but they never do that for Sony. Like
no. Devil Shooter. I'll defend Devil Shooter. He shits on PlayStation a lot.
Okay.
Too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Devil Shooter's a PC guy, and he first became PC because of PlayStation BS. So Devil Shooter's my homie. He might be PC, but he's my homie. I'll defend Devil Shooter.
I tell you
Now, all things PlayStation, he's a troll, so I'm not even going to answer that shit.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this real quick though that they need to fess up to. When they would get mad at us back in the day, you remember this Unlimited and He-Bot and there. When they got mad at us because of the one game that was going to go on PC that we all played was what was that one they got mad about? What was that called? I have the game physical.
Xbox put on PC.
Yeah, it was supposed to go on PC and Xbox, and Crap Gamer got mad about it. What was that game again?
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break.
Remember? Quantum Break. But as soon as PlayStation started putting games on PC, it was all right. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, this will help Sony and this and that. But when it was Xbox, it was a problem. It was a problem to put our games on PC. But when it was the PlayStation, it was a different story. They had to make it up, and damage control. Oh, yeah, it'll help us out. You know, we put games over there. But when it happens to Xbox, it was a big problem. You know, might as well just buy a PC and get rid of my Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All of a sudden, they didn't have powerful PCs for their PS5 PlayStation games.
Right.
Coco, hey, E-Rock, what's up?
Oh, E-Rock. Well, hey, E-Rock.
Yeah, he just popped in. But I'll get to you in a second, E-Rock. Coco Fiend said, did y'all see all the port begging going on when they changed their name? Oh, from Halo Studios? Yeah, and they're saying that Halo's going to be on PlayStation. Yeah. They you know how they are, Coco Fiend. They listen, that for a group that swear like they remind me of people that you know they aren't happy, but they tell you they are. Because they'll swear up and down that PlayStation is just this wonderful platform, but at the same time, they port back for all the Xbox games. They go to Xbox podcasts to talk shit about Xbox, right? They focus so much on Xbox. I don't even think they like PlayStation. I just think they hate Xbox, and PlayStation happens to be their biggest rival, so to speak.
Right.
But E-Rock, how are you, my friend?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's up, E-Rock?
Yeah, E-Rock. So I
man,
just put them together.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Man, are y'all botting or is that me?
No.
Oh.
What's up?
No, I'm trying to let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. You were gonna say.
Yeah. I was hearing bot. No, man, everything is great, man. I didn't know you guys were on for like already an hour and 30 minutes, man.
Yeah. It's one of the things I threw together. This is a formal show, so we're just talking about whatever we came up with, basically.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So what's going on this week?
Nothing. I just want to hang out with you guys, so I threw this together, and we're literally just talking about whatever.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, I seen the Xbox partner
preview.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
And so man, look, guys. We said 4 years ago. You know, we had said 4 years ago to the date when Xbox bought all those studios, and we just started counting up all the games that was coming. And we were every last one of us, man, we were like flabbergasted, like, damn. And that's when I came up with the saying, and it's true, that Xbox is leveraged for like 30 years. And the reason why I said that is because you know how long it takes for these games to come out, right? So I'm just saying, man, so I go on YouTube, right? And I see everybody saying, man, Xbox killed it at this preview show. And man, Xbox is doing great. And Xbox has got games. I'm like, man, really? like where the fuck have y'all been? Like, you know, but I like the games. The preview program games look great. A lot of stuff is coming to Game Pass. Call of Duty, the biggest game that's out there, period, drops this month.
I like
just,
the Legend of Bam too. That looks great, E-Rock.
Yeah.
The one with the dog and the little kid. That looks like looks incredible.
As usual, I mean, it's just a great time to be in the Xbox ecosystem. And you know, I try to stay off of YouTube. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm on YouTube a lot because there's a lot of great entertainment on YouTube and a lot of great learning experiences. And if you can't travel, like I want to travel, you get to see the world just by fucking hitting a video. But of course, if you hit anything involved with Xbox or a bunch of bullshit's going to come in your feed, and I don't know what narrative right now there could be against Xbox. I don't really care anymore. I really don't give a shit. No. Like, we're enjoying our console. Like, I know over there at Digital Foundry, they going nuts over the PS5 Pro and blah, 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 this. And every PlayStation 5 Pro is basically feeding their entire fucking channel and shit. They don't report anything that's going on over here. And, man, it's good. It is what it is, man. We got fucking Stalker 2 looks fantastic. Yes. We got Call of Duty dropping. Which I didn't give a shit about Call of Duty. Indiana Jones. Like I didn't give. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't give a shit about Call of Duty at all until that shit dropped on Xbox. It was coming to Game Pass. The last Call of Duty I bought was in 2014. It was Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That one with this actor named Kevin Spacey. So after that, I was like, Call of Duty's the same thing every year. You fighting the terrorists with fucking fish. You fighting the terrorists with dogs. The same shit. But now that shit is free on Game Pass, I'm with it. And so I played one of the Call of Duties this and that. Call of Duty on Xbox is a hub, right? In case you haven't noticed, it's a hub. And so eventually all the Call of Duties are going to be able to get activated from this one hub. I think the shit is goddamn brilliant, right? The way they did it. It's literally a fucking hub. Where Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is in there, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, all that shit is in one hub. So I played Call of Duty, and I was like, it's a pretty damn good shooter, right? It's a pretty damn good, competent shooter, and I enjoyed it, especially that I ain't got to pay for the bitch. So it's like a win-win over here at Xbox, man. So I don't get all caught up in that console war shit anymore. They're gonna say what they're gonna say, and it is, it's pretty crazy. When PC dudes like, oh no, it's Alex is suddenly singing the praises of Xbox, So it is what it is, man. But I'm looking forward to what's coming out. I don't get too caught up in the new games though, because all people going to do is just bash games. I don't know what with gamers now, but they don't like any fucking thing. And I think like if y'all really hate gaming that much, just get the fuck out. Because they're still bitching about Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is my most anticipated game of 2025. And it's like, yo, man, you guys are the reason why these developers have gotten so lazy. And instead of taking a risk and taking a chance on a Redfall or taking a chance on any new shit, they just keep giving y'all remasters. And I don't want to be a part of an industry just going to give us remasters. I want new shit, man. I want one of the game studios, an Xbox that game studio, to basically be the A24 of fucking gaming. A24 is a movie studio that said, fuck Disney, fuck Warner Brothers, fuck Columbia Pictures. We are going to make the movies that y'all won't make. And their fucking portfolio is eclectic and amazing, right? If you get a chance this Halloween, rent a movie called Slice.
Yes.
Slice. Just trust me, this movie called Slice is awesome, right? And it's by Studio A24 or The Green Knight. Anyway, if you look at Xbox's portfolio, their portfolio is eclectic as fuck. Stalker 2, fucking Indiana Jones, Call of Duty. It's just so many games that like I can't see anybody at this point complaining about Xbox anymore, but they're always going to, because they want PlayStation to fucking survive and be number one, and that's cool, that's great. I just don't invest in this shit anymore, man. That's
where I'm at too, E-Rock. Where I don't have the, and I can't I can't be performative about all that console war bullshit, because it's not even a war. You know what I'm saying? Xbox is doing their thing. They got Game Pass. They still got their console business going. They still got all these games ready to launch. We still got a huge lineup of game coming at the end of this year and next year. And they want us to be miserable for literally no reason. Go ahead and be mad. Go ahead and be miserable. But I'm the wrong guy to pull that on, because I like, at the end of the day, I just play. I'm pretty sure y'all like me. We just play games to have a good time and don't really complicate it outside of that. And then if we get an excellent experience, it'll be a game that resonates with us. Otherwise, I'm good. Like I don't mind enjoying, just a good game. Not every game's got to be a game of the year candidate level game where it's like, oh my goodness, this is the most revolutionary. Because that's impractical. Like there are like 500 games on Game Pass. It's impossible for everyone to just be that amazing. So I don't really understand. And then when you get the great stuff, appreciate it. But what we got now, E-Rock, is this weird situation where they just actively want these. They want the studios to die, basically. And that's the stuff that I kind of push back on. Like, if I don't like a game, I just don't play it. But for some reason, they don't have that mentality anymore.
But it's so contradictory to everything they say in every YouTube video they make about, oh man, this is bullshit. How could Xbox close Studio Tango? Oh man, this is bullshit. This studio's closing down. Well, y'all didn't buy the fucking game. Y'all actively went out there before Redfall even came out.
You know what game exposed them? Hi-Fi Rush, because Hi-Fi Rush is literally everything they've asked for, and they didn't touch the game.
Yep. The second
That's Xbox, a PlayStation game.
No, a Dreamcast game. The second Xbox.
That's exactly. This looks like a PlayStation game. That game looks like it belongs on Nintendo, just like they did with Super Lucky Sales, and yet they never played this shit.
Yep. Xbox are terrible. How could they close Studio Tango? And it's like, well, y'all didn't buy the fucking game. Like, Xbox has got enough money to keep everybody open. That's not how a goddamn business works. It's not how a business works. I'm sure WWE has the money to keep every wrestler that they've ever fired on payroll. That's not how a business works. You like, oh my, I just can't.
Some of those indie games are fire too.
Of course they are. Of course they are. And some of the double A games.
Yeah.
These are great games, but a lot of these, especially in the PlayStation side, they can't play a game unless it's a triple A motion cap, like Heatbot always said. Oh, it's one of them bangers. And how's that been working out for you? Foreclosure, a failure, hell, nobody talks about that anymore. These triple A games are costing more money to make. It's taking them longer to come out because the production value now has exceeded the talent that's working on these studios. Yeah. It's like you're making games now that are trying to be movies. Just make a great game, right? Just make a great game, and even when they do get a good game, something different. Like I think the new poster child over there is Astrobot. I mean, I ain't crying. It looks fucking amazing. I wish we had an Astrobot on Xbox. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's actually a good game, but that's actually a game.
Might be working on the next one. You never know. I think they're working for something for Xbox as we speak. So.
Well, me and somebody else have had this discussion before. That Xbox is not using all of their IPs. Like they still own. God damn it! What are their names? The bear and the little bird. What the fuck are they named?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo. Yeah. Conquer. Tour. Hydro Thunder. Hydrophobia.
Yes, you own all these IPs, man. It's okay to bring some of them back. But again, Xbox is a business, and they look at the buying habits of their customers. And I don't know.
Blinks the time sweeper.
Yeah, blinks the time sweeper. I guess that Xbox, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And I understand that because Astrobot ain't exactly killing it in sales. It's not. For all that talk, it's not killing it in sales. If it was, they'd have been putting that shit all over Twitter.
But you know what? I think the business model that Xbox has allows for them to be able to develop games like that and not worry about it because you have the CODs, you have the Minecrafts and other games like that help feed so much money. Candy Crush is so much money in Xbox now. They can afford to just experiment and try games like that or just take a shot at those games, and it's okay. They understand like these games are not going to Hellblade 2 is not going to make COD money, but that's okay. It was meant to be our house game. And that's fine.
That's right.
Yeah. That's right. Let's not forget South of Midnight is confirmed 2025 coming out, and that's a new IP, something different. It's got that really cool Louisiana style
stop motion kind of
style.
Yeah,
Stop motion style, and you know, and the swamps and all that stuff. You know, so Xbox got their creativity as well, in my opinion. So that's why and you know, that's why, you know, when even though PlayStation gets their one fun game of generation like Astrobot, you know, I don't really sweat it, because it's like I already know Xbox is going to release their own plenty of fun games anyway, and Sony just don't release enough content to be like, it's just like, okay, cool, it'd be nice to have something like Astrobot, and then we do get something like Astrobot eventually, because that's what Xbox does. You know what I'm saying? With their own twist.
He gives the people what they want. And,
yeah.
I think
and they got to me they got the best variety of the big console makers too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they literally got something for everybody, you know. Because look, I've been telling this forever. I'm not a Call of Duty fan. I didn't even like Call of Duty when it was considered good.
I don't hate it, but you know, I just don't play it.
So Call of Duty, I'm probably never gonna download all 300 gigabytes of that fucking game. Really. But Stalker 2 and Indiana Jones, sign me up.
I love the fact that they gave us the choice. I like the fact that they gave us the choice, right? So as soon as they said those shits was coming to Game Pass, I said, let me free up some space on my hard drive, play it, and then fucking delete it and keep the hub up. Yo, man, that is a win-win. That is, I don't care who tried to downplay it. That is fucking massive. And now we have a barometer to see who out there was bullshitting or who out there was real. Now that Call of Duty is on Game Pass, all you gotta do is get a Game Pass subscription. We're going to see who's going to pay $70 for Call of Duty and who's going to come over to Xbox. We are going to see. We're going to watch this shit in real time, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Well, look at the lineup already, E-Rock, for next year, right? I didn't mean to interrupt, but look at the lineup for next year. They already have a Valve for the early in the year, right? They have South of Midnight. They confirmed already that Fable's coming. They confirmed that the Doom is coming, right? Towerborn, Clockwork Revolution. That's already 6 titles. And out of those 6, only 1 is going to PlayStation, right? But they're all coming to Game Pass. And that's just for next year alone.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And Sony, all they have in their pipelines, according to what they said, is just Wolverine, right? So how can you even make that comparison? You're paying $700, almost $8, for a new refresh console, and all you're going to get is a bunch of old games, right?
You know what's funny, Heba? I'm sorry to cut you off, man.
No.
I died laughing when I saw that trailer for the PS5 Pro, and they showed the fucking Last of Us. I'm like, a PS4 game is what they're hyping on the under $700 console. Was the funniest shit to me.
It's a PS3 game, if you want to be technical, right?
Yeah.
That's terrible. 3 generations later, they're still talking about the same IP. Imagine Xbox, all they talked, and yet the narrative, remember, it was that, Xbox only talks about Halo, Forza Gears, Halo 4, but yet all they talk about is Spider-Man, God of War, and fucking Last of Us. That's all they talk about. That's it. That's all they talk about.
It's hypocrisy at its finest. That's why arguing with them guys is useless. That's why I'm glad we moved on. It's hypocrisy at its finest. But hey, man, look, to each his own, man. You got some guys out there, some journalists that's gassed about the fucking whatever the next Nintendo is. I'm like, man, please. When they announce real hardware that's competitive with the Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 and show some games that aren't Mario and Zelda and fucking Princess Peach, then I'll get excited. Until then, like, look, I can't fucks with them, man.
Yeah.
These gamers, man, they stuck in yesterday. Bring it, man. Bring Assassin's Creed Shadows. Bring Avowed. That's my most anticipated RPG of next year. Yo, man, I'm with all that shit. Bring it.
Yeah, me and E-Rock on the exact same page with our anticipated games.
Yeah, I mean, Game Pass pays for itself, but it's to the point it's to the point now, man. We ain't got to do a commercial for it no more. I stopped. I stopped a long time ago trying to tell. I just keep my mouth shut, man. Like if I'm ever in a game store or brick and mortar, which is rare if I ever go in there, and I hear folks talking like, "Oh man, what console should I get?" Well, I hear the Xbox does this or the PlayStation. I just mind my business and do what I got to do because it is not my job to let you know what's up. I'm not doing that shit no more. If you don't know that Game Pass is the best value in gaming, then damn it, man, I'm not going to tell you. I'm gonna keep that shit to myself. I'm selfish like that. I'm gonna keep that information to myself. I don't want you to know because you was too lazy to do the research. What the fuck am I gonna tell you for? Like, man, that's crazy.
What's even worse, E-Rock, is you don't even really do research. You just got to look around because there are literally posters close to the gaming sections that'll be like Game Pass and little stuff like that.
Yeah. Like why wouldn't you get more for your buck? Why would you buy I'm just saying, why would you buy a PlayStation? Then you got to get PlayStation Plus to even really get the best out of the console, and they're not going to give you they're not giving you games day and date, and it's not really a game service. Like they give you little free games each month, but it ain't like Game Pass where you get new shit day and date. Hey man, it's whatever. I don't even want to get started on Nintendo. I have no idea who travels in that circle or why. I don't know, man.
No, I you know, E-Rock, and before we wrap it up, I'm gonna say this. I've been really, it's been really nice being disconnected from the gaming community. You know, I don't really be on Twitter like that. I don't interact with all that stupidness. So fortunately, I see less and less and less of all that stupid nonsense, and it's just been a breath of fresh air. Right now, if there's a way to figure out how to get this YouTube algorithm to start showing me the stupid shit, I'd be in heaven. Because I don't know what YouTube algorithm thinks I like, but I don't need to see every fucking Sega, no, Dreamcast frauds, Xbox is dead video he makes 3 times a week.
who Dreamcast guy?
Yeah,
that guy, it's like 3 a day.
I don't. Yeah, like Jesus have nothing on Xbox because damn, that fucking console dies and resurrects every day.
Tell me about it.
Because I mean, and you know, until I can figure out how to get rid of that shit on YouTube, you know, that's the only thing that I hate right now is that I see that shit all the time. But yeah, go ahead, and then we'll wrap it up.
No, the YouTube algorithm is weird, man. Because if you make a mistake like I did last week and tap on a video about lions mauling a motherfucking hyena, you're gonna get 1,000 videos.
Yeah, you watch that shit for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden, next time you look, every video, lion attacking gazelle, lion attacking each other, lion attacking hyenas.
God, the only, and after I watch them, the only fucking question I leave out with is, why would anybody go on a goddamn safari? Like, fucking. Oh, but I digress.
Oh man, but yeah, I know you came in late, E-Rock, but we about to wrap it up, man. Sega man.
What's up, brother?
So Sega man, give us your closing thoughts.
Oh, my closing thoughts, and real quick, Brother Unlimited. I got a couple of movie favorites I want y'all to watch for Halloween, man.
All right.
I got a couple, man. Let me name it. The first one will be Afro Black Zombies. That's the first one. All right. And then we got Blackula. Check out that one. And Black Shampoo. And make sure you got your Orange Jubilee and you got your Thunderbird. All right. Now, my closing out, man. This is what we're going to do closing out. Man, hey, this was a great show. Brother Unlimited putting this together. Real quick, talking about what the new Halo looks like. I'm so excited to see that. That blew my mind. That made my eyes water, bro. I'm like, man, this is some next gen shit, bro. For the Xbox Series X and S, man. This is bomb. You know, talking about the show they just had was beautiful. They showed a lot of awesome games that I'm going to look forward to playing on Game Pass and playing. Plus, look. Hey, guys, they still ain't talking about the one game that everybody was hyped for too, that we ain't hearing about, which was Contraband. What's going on with Contraband, man?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's another game we're waiting for is Contraband, because that also looks
like Everwild. Another one on the back burner.
Yeah, it's pretty clear what Xbox did at the beginning of the generation was show the roadmap for the whole generation.
Man.
Because the last 4 years, we just basically have seen updates on shit we saw like 3, 4, 5 years ago, it seemed.
Yeah, man. So that I mean, hopefully we'll hear more about that. But we got a lot of games. Like, your brother Sega Man always says, we're eating good over here. Especially this coming Christmas, we got Indiana Jones. We got all these. We got Stalker 2. We got all these games coming out, man. For the holidays, we're gonna be stacked, bro. We're gonna be like, it's a smorgasbord over here, bro. Like that Game Pass. CD Keys is loving me right now. Yeah. They loving us. CD Keys is loving us because they got the best deals when it comes to Ultimate Game Pass, man. Y'all better get on that CD Keys, dude. You know what I mean? It's just the best.
It just dropped RO2 on Game Pass, and that's an exclusive too, or on Xbox in the store. And, Arrow 2, Arrow, the one with the it's the ship that it goes based on music, and you're flying through these. But
Oh,
game.
Yeah.
And the guy kept it exclusive on Xbox. He said that it did well. So part 2 is exclusive on Xbox right now. Just dropped like a day ago, and they dropped that brand new platform, and it looks incredible called Nicoduro. It almost looks like Prague, but better.
Oh yeah,
that looks great. They got a lot of stuff. They dropped Kill Slave came out, like so many great games. Just shadow drop out of nowhere.
You know what else shadow dropped? And then I'm gonna land my plane so everybody can do their outros. That I was shocked, man. That brought me back to nostalgia. They put in a new Mech Assault.
Yeah.
There's a new Mech Assault game that dropped in there.
Day and date. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, that took me back there because I used to play the OG one on the original Xbox when Xbox Live first came out. I'd be up for like 6 hours, like playing that with people, man. I lost track of time when I was playing that game. Huh?
StarCraft, the classic StarCraft. They dropped both of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, great show, Unlimited. Hopefully we could do it again. And Unlimited does another one. We get together, and we'll probably be coming back together too during the holidays, talking about some things that's going to be coming out. We'll be talking about like Stalker 2 and all these new games, Indiana Jones. So yeah, we'll probably be doing more podcasts. But hey, thanks for inviting me, Unlimited, man. It was a great show, brother. And thank you, man, for inviting me, bro.
Always my pleasure. Always my pleasure. Day 4, 5, 6, 8. Let me get your final thoughts for tonight.
The pony's got her.
Oh yeah.
Ponybot's got her.
Well, you could, the first lady of chat. She's always been wonderful since day one that she joined us. Hell, she was wonderful from the day she was in our chat, and I'm calling her my brother. Yeah. So, okay. There you are, Dale. Let me get your final thoughts.
Sorry about that. Okay. I just wanted to say that I did rent today. I let loose. And I also, I'm entitled to that a little bit, okay?
Yeah,
I try to stay calm,
I missed everything.
You missed that, right? You missed that, yeah. And I want to say the Devil Shooter, I like PC too. It's just I don't like hypocrisy, and that's what I was attacking. Not people who like PlayStation or whatever. It's just that. But I'm glad you're not that, and that you're just a troll. We love our trolls too, like Mike Johnson and stuff and others. But anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to say that it's been fun. And honestly, the way this year looked like it's ending, if you're in the Xbox ecosystem, you guys, whether you're on PC, whether you guys are using it from a ROG ally or however you're accessing it, just enjoy this holiday season because there's so much to look forward to. And we just had a couple of little drops from the partner preview. I think it's a week or two Phasmophobia drops for Halloween for those of you who might be interested in a horror game. And then I think I don't know when COD drops. I can't remember the date.
October 26th.
26. Okay, so COD actually drops before Phasmo. Okay, so no, let's say you don't like COD. you got other options, and that's what Xbox does. They provide other options. Okay, that's why with so much variety. And I hope that people appreciate the hard work that they've done, because I can see what they've been doing, and they have been improving on the areas that they've been weak at. What I get sick of is when the industry doesn't say, okay, good job on that, Xbox, you did good there, you've improved this area. So they just harp on the negative. And that's why I like for this show to not be so negative all the time, but that we focus on the good. And yeah, we're going to talk about the competition sometimes, but most of the time we're talking about Xbox. So I'm going to wrap up by just saying that it's been a long time. I'm glad to be with everybody here. I'm glad E-Rock was able to come. I'm glad Hebot came. Tuck. We're missing Zink. Zink ran away from us, you know.
Yeah.
But but I'm always glad to be here with you guys. And I've been trying to get on with Sega Forever. So if you guys watch his show, you can find me there sometimes. And
I don't know how you make his shows, man, because his show's lately been like Saturday at noon and stuff.
I just last couple of times I just happened to catch him. It wasn't planned because sometimes he's been doing them without any warning.
Yeah, I swear one morning he was streaming and it was like 7 a.m. here.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this dude, man.
I don't know.
I am not joining. Yeah, it's too early for me to be talking about some damn video games.
Exactly. Yeah, especially as long as the marathon goes for, you know. So like, but yeah, I've been trying to do that because I think he's filling in so that the people that subscribe doesn't go a long period without seeing anything. It's good that we're hitting these major points and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm glad I'm here with you guys. I'm glad I'm here with the chat, and I hope that at the very least that the things that we talked about, we all may come from different perspectives. Some of us play different platforms, some of us are Xbox only, but whatever happens, we're trying to bring what we know to this discussion so that you guys can take that information and use it to help you better to make decisions and to actually get a picture of what's happening in the gaming industry. And I just got to say I'm proud to be with the team that I'm with, and I'm always honored.
Excellent stuff, and I appreciate the kind, humble words there, Daya. The artist formerly known as E-Rock, if you got any final thoughts, man, let us know what's on your mind.
Yeah, y'all niggas sound like y'all through. Damn, what's going on? What, y'all retiring? With damn. Everybody like, yeah, man, goodbye, and I miss y'all, man. Damn. Sega man, he don't broadcast no more. Unlimited production. You do a pop-up podcast. What's going on with y'all?
Yeah. Yo, man, I was telling Daya how busy I've been, man. So
I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. Well, I hate it, man, that I missed the Halo discussion, man. Like, I didn't know y'all was going on tonight, but before I get out of here, I just want to say, man, that I have seen what Halo's going to look like with Unreal Engine 5. Guys, look. I hate to say I was right about Unreal Engine 5. But I'm gonna go ahead.
Talk your shit, E-Rock.
That's true. E-Rock was praising it when Zink did not like it.
Listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Daya. This is why E-Rock should talk his shit. Because when that Matrix demo dropped, he texted me at like 6:30 in the fucking morning, telling me to download it. So he was there immediately. So talk your shit, E-Rock.
Yeah, that shit. And they I don't know how long it took them to make that mock-up of what Halo was going to look like on Unreal Engine 5. That shit look incredible. I get it. I know everybody's like, oh man, Microsoft's in trouble. Halo is dead. What's going on over there? Just everybody, calm the fuck down, right? Xbox probably look. I loved Halo Infinite. I'm gonna try to be fast. Halo Infinite is the first Halo I actually finished. I know that's hard to believe. But Halo never really. I know Halo was Xbox's bread and butter, but I was never really as big a fan as Halo as I was Gears of War. But Halo Infinite was the first Halo I finished. It was simple to play, fun to play. This shit on Unreal Engine 5 looks awesome. They did it because instead of having to worry about whatever engine they was using and having to get people up to speed on that engine, everybody now is up to speed on Unreal Engine 5. So they can get outside talent, bring them in, work on this engine, get the next Halo 6 or 7 out faster, right? And as far as the change from 343 Studios, I think they want to get away from the last couple of games, which hasn't been that great. I know that sucks to say, but Xbox wants to get Halo back to what it was, the gold standard in graphics and presentation. So this is what it is, man. Let them cook. Let them cook. That shit ain't coming out no time soon, Zinc. But let them cook, man. Let Halo Studios cook. And before I go, man, I just want to let everybody know. Listen, real quick before I go, I got to put this news out there. If you are a boxing fan, you finally got what the fuck you asked for the last 14 years. There's a boxing game out now. I know it's hard to believe. It's called Undisputed, right?
Yep.
Yo, this shit is fire.
I heard some good things about that game, and I don't.
This shit is fire. I'm gonna try to be fast because I know Unlimited trying to get out of here. It has like over 60 licensed boxers, licensed by the World Boxing Council. Graphics is incredible for some shit done with the Unity engine, right? It plays like Fight Night. It's a bit more strategic. You're not just going to go in and throw haymakers and win because you will get knocked the fuck out. This is what y'all been asking for 14 years. The last boxing game that came out was Fight Night Champions 2011. And yes, it is goated, right? It is goated. I don't like to say games is dated, and I hate when people say that. But the roster in Fight Night Champions is dated. The venues are dated. This shit got up-to-date rosters. This shit got up-to-date venues. It's got Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, that dude Canelo. Yo, don't listen to these motherfuckers out here hating, talking that shit. Oh, Fight Night's better. And look. If you do not, I'm not telling anybody to go out and spend $60 fucking, right? I'm just saying this is what the fuck you asked for. This ain't some corny ass shit like Creed boxing. This is a legit fucking boxing game made by some Muslim dude from Liverpool, England. They said they got tired 2 years ago waiting for EA to get off their ass and make a boxing game. So this tiny studio called Steel City in Liverpool, they made this game. Really, the PC motherfuckers been beta testing it for 2 years for us, right? So when they said this shit was coming to Xbox, I hit buy without even fucking thinking, right? Yo, this Undisputed is lit, and if we support this game, maybe EA will wake up and see, damn, we need to make a boxing game. We only been telling y'all for 14 years, but for 14 years, the EA said, fuck, no, I ain't making a boxing game. We gonna make FIFA, we gonna make Madden, we gonna make UFC. You gonna like it. Well, now this little studio made a boxing game. The shit is lit. It's called Undisputed, and people should support it. If not, you cannot cry about EA not fucking making a boxing game. But that's all, man. I'm gonna land my plane on that, man. Halo looks amazing. I'm down with Xbox switching the name of the studio. I understand why Xbox did it. They want to get Halo back to being the gold standard, and Undisputed is the shit. Niggas that know, those who don't know. And guys, thank you, and then good night.
Excellent way to finish off the show there, E-Rock. And yeah, thank you for bringing up Undisputed, man. Because I've been really impressed with that game. I haven't bought it yet, only because have some more important stuff to take care of. But that's 100% a game I'm getting as soon as I can. Because
Unlimited. You it's got these sliders, so you could fix the settings so it play like Fight Night. For those who worrying about.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, yeah. Look, I'm just glad we got a licensed boxing fight with real boxers. You know what I'm saying? A mix of historical boxers like Ali's in it, and modern boxers like Deontay Wilder and all that stuff. Yeah. So like that's a game. Like, sign me the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
The only dude they don't have is Mayweather, because Mayweather won like $1 gajillion.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
They went bankrupt licensing Mayweather. But yeah, I'm with you there, man. Put your guys. We're a crew. Put our money where our mouths are. When we like something, we have no problem buying it if we have the resources to do so. With that said, everybody have a great weekend. Keep it gaming, and we are out.
Peace. PS5.